Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Oh, I've already left me drink somewhere, chat. Oh, this is a disaster. Welcome, everybody, to the Williams Road to Glory once again. We got Blockman, we got Dart, we got Marcus, we got Toast, we got Tap Louisa as well. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday evening. I can't believe it, 2 streams in a row. Look at me, maybe getting back into the swing of things. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. FYI, train Wi-Fi is not good. I guarantee you it's better. If ever I have to go to London from where I live, the Wi-Fi never works. I've been using that train, admittedly very rarely, for like 5 years now, and it just never works whatsoever. Born to play with a raid of 3. Hope you're doing well, buddy. What have you been up to streaming this evening? Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Welcome on in, Reese's Pieces. Do I go get my drink before we properly start, chat? I think I probably should, shouldn't I? I'm trying to remember where I even put it, which is a slight concern. I don't know if I left it upstairs or downstairs. Mario Odyssey. I haven't played that game in so long. I need to play... I might do that on stream at some point, play Super Mario Wonder, because I bought that and I've never even played it. Welcome on in, Thomas. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And Jack Dons. And Giacomino. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm allowed to go home. Hey, good news, Reese's Pieces. I'm happy for you, buddy. That's good to hear. Bradson, welcome on in. It is only water. I'm not drinking. I'm not Bradson. I don't need to drink on stream like that. Imagine me trying to do that on stream. My glass isn't here. Where on earth have I left that? This is really bad, chat. Right, I'm gonna go grab that quickly before we start. I don't even know where I will have left it. I might be gone for like 10 minutes. Don't break anything, chat, and make sure that when I'm back, people know where I've disappeared to. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'm gonna leave my headphones here as well. If I take my headphones off, it might break the stream. So don't worry if there's no audio. That was incredible. That was actually incredible. You'll never believe that, chat. So, I think, where on earth is my drink? Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to run around the house looking for it? Literally, I go out the door, and I'm by literally my mother standing on the other side of it like this. Just holding the drink right there. It was both very useful and slightly concerning. But there we are. Right, let's go back to that one. Look at that. I've got different different scenes and stuff. I'm such a professional streamer. Ugh. I need to add Ball212 to the emotes now, I think. Walking a lot more recently, but only for 2 minutes. But it feels so good finally to be able to go home. Ah, mate. I think always being back in your space is always nice. What did you and Matt212 do last night? So I finished the stream. She was watching, I believe it's called The Secret Life of Mormons or something. Which I was like, oh, well, Mormons. Basically, the only thing I know about them prior to now is just that the blokes have like 7 wives. No, apparently they all just sleep with each other. Like, all of them. Could not believe it. And then, well, not only could I not believe it, she also, and she's well aware of this, also knew I didn't really care. But bless her, she did then give me like a 25-minute rundown of who each and every person was from this program. So, yeah, and then I had a shower and then we went to bed. So a fun evening in the 212 household. Welcome on in, Sammy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you can play F1 when I get back. Get back on the F1 Reese's Pieces when you are ready. But don't rush back to it. It is only F1 24. Now we've got a secret meeting chat as well before we go into this. This time around it's with VCarb. Now I've left them in co-op. If you missed the stream last night, go back, check it out. But I could actually be tempted to move to VCarb at some point in this series. So we'll allow talks to continue rolling. Welcome on in, Sam. Hope you're well, buddy.
Socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone.
I'm becoming a Mormon. No, it's bizarre.
I know.
It's really, really weird. Like some of the stuff she was telling me about it.
You're welcome.
So I don't really know what to make of it all. Either way, luckily she's now... It was like an 8-episode series. But yeah, luckily now it's finished. I'm doing well, thanks, Sam. Hopefully you are as well. Welcome on in, Smurf, as well. Do we roll the YouTube intro? It's going to be a long stream tonight. This is why I rolled off slightly early. So I was like, this is going to be a long one. So I think we'll get straight in with the intro and we'll try and get on with things. Hello everyone and welcome back to round 6 of the F124 Williams Road to Glory. Yes, we're back this weekend here for the Miami Grand Prix. 76 laps ahead of us around the Miami Hard Rock Stadium circuit. It's going to be a tough one, but if you missed out on the video that went live a few weeks ago from Shanghai, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. We actually had a really, really good race weekend in China there. Verstappen still leads the way, 42 points clear of Carlos Sainz in P2. Perez still in third ahead of Alonso and Lando Norris. We're in a Mercedes sandwich. We're ahead of George Russell, who of course left the Williams team a couple of years ago. Albon is still yet to score a point, which is a bit of a disappointment. But luckily, yeah, thanks to our big haul, we are up into 6th place overall as well. We're looking pretty safe in the Constructors' Championship right now. Of course, if you're new and you aren't already, please do make sure you get yourself subscribed. We're trying to hit 5k subs here on the channel. But yeah, let's do this thing. Right, so, what goals have we got to do as well before we get into this one? 3 laps using at least 2 different engine components. Open the DRS slot for 45 seconds. What else have we got? Lift and coast, I guess we'll do that. And complete a driven lap in 2 different sessions. We should hopefully nail that one. Now, I am worried that we're going to get an engine failure tonight. I know I say that every stream, but I am just hedging my bets. So we'll wait and see. Hello everyone. Yep, we always do the same. We still need that Discord. I will work on a Discord. I'm tempted now, to be honest, to kind of leave it until I get back from Australia. Just because I sort of don't want to do it and then suddenly disappear for like 3 months or a month even. Right, we've got some new upgrades. That's going to bring the car a bit closer to V-Car, which I guess is good. We've still got one more upgrade as well in the works. Can we do any more? We can almost do a power unit one. But yeah, that's all we can really do right now. That's okay. Yeah, we've got a decent line of upgrades coming to the vehicle, which is good news. I'm already getting bullied here, and I've said nothing. Why aren't you inviting me, Smurf, and Bradson to Australia? Could do a holiday. That would absolutely be chaos. Why is it raining in Miami? What is this? What is it raining in? It's a wet to dry sprint. What is that? That's disgusting. I mean, look at our ever consistent results this year: 14th, 20th, 7th, 20th, and 2nd. We love it. We absolutely love it. V-Slaps, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. You've come just at the right time to begin the adventures. I mean, it's quite an intense holiday. We've got a fair bit going on.
Miami is ready and we're ready for practice.
Mustafa as well. I feel like Mustafa would get us banned from the country pretty quickly. I don't know what exactly he'd do, but I feel like that would just be what happens. Straight to the hotel bar. Now, we've actually got quite a lot planned. So we're starting in Melbourne. We're there for like 5 days. I get to go to Phillip Island, which I'm looking forward to. And then we're going to Brisbane, because I believe that's where Steve Irwin's zoo is, I want to say. And then we're going to Cairns, and then we're going to Sydney. But we're actually driving from Cairns to Sydney, which should be good fun. So we've got a fair bit planned. It is going to be... I'm tempted to do like some little videos and things like that, but we'll wait and see. So Miami as well can actually be quite bad on the rear tyres.
Taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
Actually, no, it can be bad on the fronts, isn't it? Sorry, in Season 1. Absolutely ruin the front tyres around here. So we're going to run nice and high front pressures, just so we don't have to worry about it. That should be good, though. We've got tyre wear, race sim, and qualifying. So we'll head out there. Last 2-2 is not watching this evening. Well, she's actually driving home. She's been here all day. But I said, I've got to stream. I've got to speak to my viewers. But yeah.
Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the
IRL stream, I would get through about £300 worth of data in a day. Hey, thank you very much, V-Slaps. I appreciate it, buddy. Come on, nose in. Oh, this is going to be a drifty car. IRL racing vid, I'm hearing. I want to make some IRL content. I mean, I don't believe there'll be anything going on at Phillip Island. I would just quite like to see the track. And I believe there's penguins as well nearby. Not actually on the racetrack or anything. But that's why, because, say, Matt212 wants to see the penguins. I want to obviously go to Phillip Island, so we're going to go there for like a day. Ugh, oh, it's so slidey. I mean, this is luckily the worst the conditions are going to be all weekend, but it's quite brutal. Gotta watch some stuff flamingos again. No, not this time. No flamingos. It's raining in the sprint, but that seems to be it. Or we've got like a half wet, half dry sprint race, which could actually be quite entertaining, depending on what happens. If we can nail the strat, we could get a big result there. I just want to try and score good, consistent points, semi-regularly. Oh, come on. It feels like we're trying to drag a bus through here. I mean, through that corner is going to be how we make up time all weekend, but... Right, come on, little car. Luckily, of course, we have only got the one run, or one session qualifyings, which should make life a little bit easier, because doing a sprint race around here, or Shanghai on F123 with the format we ran then, would not have been fun. And I completely outbroke myself. Don't hit the wall. Thank you. Get going. Come on. We're still in that delta. You know what? We'll take a green score. Oh, no. We might just get purple. Yes. Perfect. Perfect way to kick things off. MUFC John and Sean. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome on him. Hang on a minute, Dart. Did you not watch the end of co-op yesterday? Did you not see what happened in co-op in the end? I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it. And I refuse to hear otherwise. And you know what you did in your F122 video again tonight? Oh, mate, that was so painful. Like, I knew that game was going to be bad to go back to, but I forgot how bad it was. There is just no feel over what the rear end of a car is doing on that game. It's so stupid. So unbelievable. Like, I'm staggered I played that game for a year. I think it was because I'd literally just gone full time. Like, I was too nervous. But, yeah, that was so bad. So unbelievably painful. Oh, come on. I'm not sure how well we're... Qualifying sim, we're either going to nail it or be like 3 seconds away. There's going to be no in-between around a lap like this. In these conditions. I mean, it's so bad. If it was a full wet weekend, I might just immediately pack it up now. There you go. You can see we do get up into the purple. We seem to be good through the S's. She's just trying to get on the throttle, isn't it, in a few spots. Yeah, we've done alright there. Luckily, this should be a better track for this car because it's quite high speed. So obviously we'll get carried along a bit down the straights and things.
In these kind of conditions, you're going to be driving into a lot of spray when there's a car ahead of you. Pirelli's full wet tyre can shift around 65 litres of water every second, and a lot of that is going to end up on your visor. With that in mind, make sure you give other cars plenty of room. There's no need to risk the car too much in this session, okay?
Thanks, Mark, telling me not to have a crash in free practice. That is useful information. There you go, yeah, we can make so much time up through that chicane still. Ugh, come on. Gwatz is going to be on the he's going to be on this stream. We always love to say hello to Gwatz, bless him. He's a king of the community. We love him. Yeah, I was going to say I might do that on Matt212 gameplay at some point with another driver once I've done the Kimi Antonelli career mode. But I did enjoy it. I know we streamed it once, but doing F2 cars on all the tracks that F2 doesn't race at. That was a really, really fun stream. Mark did just do an advertisement for Pirelli. Mark is a sellout inside this game. I mean, so far we're nailing this. Hey, Jurassic Jam, hope you're doing well, buddy. We got plenty of videos today, Callum. Well, videos and streams. I mean, this is going to be a long one. So Thursday night, we'll probably do F1 Manager. I'm going to change up the format on the F1 Manager streams, chat. we're going to try and do 2 races in the Ferrari career mode in one night, and then obviously attempt the Silverstone RNG challenge again. That's the plan on Thursday.
Now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
That's what we're going to try and do Thursday night. Oh, come on, nose in. I mean, surely if we could smash out the qualifying one, we should be able to blitz the race sim run. I just want to get into sprint qualifying, knowing we've just got all the R&D possible. Because we have got to continue trying to upgrade this car rapidly. I mean, look at the delta at the moment. We are smashing this. Car, though, to be fair, actually feels pretty balanced in the rain. I thought this thing was going to handle like a bag of spanners. But it seems to be pretty good. Matt promising more streams. What could possibly go wrong? Next year, I'm going to stream on 300 days. Actually, to be fair, early next year, depending on what's happened with F124, I might just stream more and more miscellaneous stuff from time to time. Like I said, Super Mario Wonder is what I want to play. Maybe I just need to... Maybe to play more of these games, I just need to stream them. Perhaps that's the plan. Perhaps that's going to be my go-to strategy in the future. We'll wait and see what happens. Oh, come on. Just here to get my stream streak, then got to dip back to holiday. Hey, enjoy your holiday, Ben. Where are you off? My goal at the start of this year, I think, was 150. I believe we're up to like 70 streams. So we'll get close to 100, I want to say. But yeah, no, I definitely have not been as reliable as I should have been. But like I said, it was kind of immediately screwed over with obviously taking a month off in December. I'm also impressed last night my internet didn't play up at all, because it did rain quite a lot where I live in the end. So that's a little bit... I was kind of pleasantly surprised that we had no major issues. We'll wait and see what happens tonight with it again. But it seems to be... It actually seems to be quite quick at the moment. Don't know what's going on. Try and sign Teo Porcher. The thing I have with signing Teo Porcher is everyone's done it. So it's kind of like, I don't really want to go down the same route as everybody else. I kind of want to do it my own way a little bit. But, I mean, apparently, yeah, it's basically Teo, Ollie Behrman, and Kimi Antonelli, aren't they? Are, like, ridiculously OP. I wanted to try and do something and get, like, Abby Pulling into a decent position, but she then decided, McLaren decided everyone I'd ever looked at, they were just going to sign, which is a bit of a shame for us. But, yeah. Well, come on in, Mustafa. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Let's stream at least 3 hours on Thursday. It probably won't end up being a 3-hour stream on F1 Manager. Should probably be about, at least 2, I would have thought. Unless Ferrari, well, unless Leclerc once again bottles it. Because I think, oh no, we've actually got a sprint weekend, haven't we? I forgot we've got a few sprints coming up. Maybe I'll do one race then and a load of challenge mode. I'll do that Silverstone challenge until I complete it. Because that's the dumbest thing in this game. That Silverstone challenge is near impossible in that Williams. We're basically, if anyone watched the original one where we attempted to do that on F1 Manager, it was basically just RNG. It was awful. Like, you're just relying on other cars to spin to have any kind of chance. You guys, I'm sure, love RNG. I hate it inside that game. Because my goal is just to do every single challenge that's in F1 Manager 24. And I just don't think that's quite... It might happen, to be fair. A lot of them are probably quite easy, but I'm just there going, I need to tick that one off. Because it's near impossible. Right, well, as we make our way then through the end of this third lap chat, I think we're going to smash free practice out in the park quite easily. It's also helped with the fact the rain's pretty much stopped. So that's kind of made the Delta even easier to smash. Matt in F122 and the Aston Martin now knows how Vettel felt. But the thing is, Vettel was spinning decent cars for years before that. Although, yeah, his Australian Grand Prix, when he came back after COVID, was particularly bad. Right, come on then. That's going to be free practice done. Fairly simple run. Happy with how we got on. I mean, top of the board at the moment. Alex Albon P3. Then again, Gasly and Ocon are 4th and 5th. So I don't think we can read too much into that. I'm heading to Austin without a driver for next year. Oh, no. Toast. That's not good.
Intermediate tyres are your
Might have
best
to renew
bet.
Kush Miney. Why is Kush... Actually, Kush Miney's not bad, is he? He's better than Arjun was. Right, well, there we go. Yuki Tsunoda fastest. I love it. And we were slowest because we were the only one that didn't go out on inters. 300 R&D, though. That's what we like to see. Hopefully Alex contributed pretty much the same. Kush was terrible. To be fair, was he worse than Liam Lawson? Because every other race I do with Liam Lawson, he seems to stack it.
It is a venue that is new to Formula 1 in recent years.
Vettel had 2 podiums in the 2020s. It was Baku 2022 and Turkey 2020. Nailed it. Bang. Look at that. Fountain of knowledge, as long as it's F1, me. Right. Chat. Mod. Someone set up predictions for me. Oh, Baku 2021, sorry, in Turkey 2020. He didn't get another... Did he? Oh, I mean, you could argue Hungary as well, but obviously he didn't get that. Yeah, 2021. 2021 Hungary, though, doesn't count because he got disqualified, surely. Right. Get your predictions in, chat. If you're on Twitch, you can vote with your noggins now. If you're on YouTube, you got to bet your channel points. We had a really, really good qualifying session in Shanghai because the AI mess up their strategy. Hopefully, we can do the same here. Because we'll use the mediums to get ourselves a banker lap, and then we'll go softs. That's the goal. Only get 2 runs in qualifying across both of the sessions, so we've got to try and nail it pretty quickly.
We've just been pushed down into P18.
Again, the sprint might be a case of learning how bad the car is in terms of tyre temperature. Because obviously we haven't really got much data on that yet. I'm hoping I've set the fronts high enough. Because I know in Season 1 on this game, the tyre pressures are notorious. Maybe there's many champions. Oh, dearie me. We got to get the votes in for predictions. We're probably going to bottle it. You're absolutely right. There will likely be a bottle coming pretty soon. It looks like a load of people have bottled it by going out there behind one of the Saubers. That was not a wise choice. He's actually mad as well how much curb you got to take through turn 1 and turn 2. That was a bit aggressive with the curbs. I mean, we've almost kept it between the white lines at some point on this lap. Not often. And use a load of battery down this straight. Oh, you got to use it up in 8th, haven't you? That was stupid. And then we've got to save the rest of it for the back straight. Although we're still melting through it. I've used a lot of battery in the first half of the lap. I'll remember that when I move to softs. Come on, nose in. That corner as well is so bad for traction. Sometimes the back end will just try and snap out on you. Good line through the chicane though. Hop, skip and a jump. We are... How are we a second quicker than Hulkenberg? How good is this car at the moment? Haven't really got much battery to use down the back straight, so we use it all when we get them into 8th gear. I'm expecting us to lose a bit of time to Hulkenberg in the final sector. But this could actually end up being a pretty tasty first lap time. Ow! Damn it, I forgot sim damage. Come on, up towards the line. Lando Norris, P16. We go 12th. That's not bad going. Sainz in 14th. What has happened? I think quite a few people got held up. Who has the most F1 races without points? Luca Badoa. I got exposed last year using strict track limits. Oh, mate, it was so painful. It's just, I mean, if I'm doing a race by myself, then it's fine. Ugh. But, like, trying to read chat and do everything else and commentate with strict track limits is just not that fun. And it got to the point where so many people were moaning about the penalties ruining the races, it was actually better just to go back to normal. Right, well, first run was pretty good then. Right, come on. What are we going to do? Caleb, welcome on in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we got so much traffic, but I got to get on with it. We've only got 30 seconds left to try and get our final run in. I'll try and save a bit of battery as well. But let's see what we can do. Is everybody else finishing their final lap times? Qualifying for the sprint, I don't know whether it will be too important if it is changeable conditions, but I want to try and get a good representative on the board there as Magnussen shoots up into 11th. Are we going to be able to elevate ourselves further up the order? Surely we're going to be able to improve. Soft tyres. Look at that, 3 tenths up already. I love it. We just got to hope the AI get out of the way. I'm not expecting them to. We will probably get screwed over at some point very soon, and it's probably going to be Stroll that does it. Come on. Stroll, at least give me a toe. No! Oh, you...
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
For God's sake, Lance. Move out of the way, man. Ah, dearie me. I mean, we just got so much more understeer. It is dirty, yeah. Admittedly then, I got onto the throttle way too early. But I'm staggered that ripped a wheel off, to be honest. Really staggered. Luckily, everybody else had finished their run, so I think we're like P15. Get your bottle emojis in, chat. That was not my finest. It's not that impressive to know when I'm going to bottle it. It's always going to happen. I am, after all, chat, a bottle job. Just a wall. I love that. A wall of bottles. I love how everyone's embraced the bottles. Like I said, I need to add some more emotes. We've got Ball 2 and 2 now by Mustafa. That I need to add. We've got... I want to add Dog 2 and 2 as well. I think that'd be a good one. Right. Verstappen. He'll be on pole then, ready for the sprint, ahead of Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Ferrari lock out the second row ahead of both McLarens. We line up P15 though, ahead of Hulkenberg, Gasly, Ocon and the Saubers. But to be fair, to only be 4 tenths away from Albon, we might be in the fight for points again. Especially if Alex is going to be right there or thereabouts as well. That gives me a little bit of hope as we enter the sprint. I gained 50 pace because of that, somehow. Fed, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, chat. That one crept up on me. So close, but so far, Toast. How many points are you up to now, Toast? Get your predictions in then for the sprint then, ladies and gents. It's going to be a wet and wild one. Changeable conditions, 19 laps. Anything can happen here in Miami. And it normally does. Actually, it's normally pretty painful. Right, we'll go with ignition. Ready for Canada. We're bringing some decent upgrades to the car, but it's just whether we can catch up with the front runners. Tell us the Knife Girl story again for all the new followers that don't know it. That video, I was staggered. I got like 4,000 views on my Clips channel. Playing F1 Manager a lot now before FIFA comes out. Is FIFA this year meant to be any good? I've got no idea. 225 with the win last evening. Hey, Toast, fair play. Lance was driving like it was his first go-kart race. That's so funny. I love the way Oscar Piastri does not care less. Like, he is the new Kimi. And I'm all for it. Who was the first F1 champion to be named posthumously? That was...
It's wet here today, and we're expecting the downpours to continue.
Oh, I can picture him.
Sprint for all the teams.
Oh, what's his name? Is it... It's not Jackie something, is it? It was... Oh, that's going to bug me.
Sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners.
Jochen Rindt? Yeah. Jochen Rindt.
Hard Rock Stadium. These conditions should prove especially difficult for our drivers today.
I'm nervous for this one. Like, I feel there's such a sense of opportunity here that I'm going to bottle it.
It's time to see how our starting grid looks.
EA Sports FC25 is a game changer.
Put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid we have...
I mean, we saw the grid rundown. You don't... For some reason, the AI don't refuse to take grid penalties in a sprint, so... That's okay.
Mate, I really got the taste for that champagne.
For some reason, I had in my head Jackie Eats, but I knew that wasn't right. Right, well, Mark wants another bottle of champagne, so let's see what we can do then. It's, according to that, not going to see a change to the dries at any point. So we're going to try and go in with the mindset of the intermediates have got to last us right the way through this one. But 19 laps ahead of us then in this sprint race. I'm willing to gamble it either way, whether that's making a call if the AI don't, or trying to go the other way with it. 5 red lights, though, here on the grid for the Miami Grand Prix sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go there. Fairly decent hookup in the initial launch. And I'll set up the car so immediately we've got that set of the mediums. Oh, sorry, soft tyres even ready to go. Oh, hello. Both Alpines there. No, that's Gasly, I think, or Ocon, sorry, and Hulkenberg. Trying to look down our inside at the first couple of turns. But we navigate our way through fairly clean and tidy. Looks like Albon might lose the place to Magnussen, which he will. You've got the V-carbs going side by side between us. Stroll trying to have a go with Alonso. Look at that by Tsunoda. He's going to send it on his teammates, set them both offline just a little bit. Alex, for some reason, gives me the room. Effectively now, we are the new Colapinto inside this game, so I'm going to drive like it. His lap 1 at Singapore, his turn 1 at Singapore was absolutely insane. Have we got any straight line speed? No, is the answer. As always, inside this game is, oh, we're almost 4 wide. Just get out of that. Get out of that as soon as we can. Sorry, Alex. I'm going to leave you to battle the V-carbs for us. It's actually been a decent start, though. Up 3 spots, so it's one of my better ones inside this game. As now, we've got a traffic paradise through the chicane. I definitely don't have the grip in the rain, though, trying to out-traction them. So we'll slot back in, as looks like there's been no real change, apart from Perez moving forward inside the top 10. Let you know tomorrow. I'm buying the new FIFA. Okay. Get that DNF prediction. Like I said, I, for some reason, just feel like we're going to have mechanical here. I think we did. Is it on F1 2022 or F1 2023? I think we did have a mechanical failure here. With not that many laps to go. Was trying to look around the outside of Kevin Magnussen. Not quite able to get that power down. Going to try and cover me off, so we will say thank you very much. Down the inside at turn 1. And we are back up then into 11th place. That's where I felt like I should have qualified, so my qualifying bottle job now I'm going to claim is irrelevant. I am slightly, well, no, we're not getting through too much extra fuel. What's Mark saying about the weather?
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Inter's look on the best tyre for now.
Okay, yeah, it's going to definitely go to dries at some point. It's just whether it's actually going to be early enough for those softs. Wall. Please don't say I've damaged the wing. They basically bring out a patched version. Yeah, I mean, I've seen all the stuff this evening about Code is apparently looking for like a live, online, always developer or something. I was like, surely they're not going to make F1 25 online only. That would be, I think, like a death nail for the F1 franchise if that was to be the case. When haven't you had a mechanical failure? I don't think we've had one yet in this series. I think we've done pretty well. Most races before scoring points. Oh, that's a tricky one. Could it be Jules Bianchi? It might be Jules. I don't know. I know obviously Badoa's got the record for most races without ever scoring. I'm trying to think, Jules did like 30 Grand Prix before he scored. And no, it might be Latifi, actually. Italian. Oh, I don't know. Really don't know. It wasn't like, no, it can't have been like Fisichella or someone. It's going to be someone obscure from the 80s, isn't it? Giovinazzi? Surely not. Didn't take Gio that long to score, did it? Exactly, Dart. Like, Test Drive Unlimited immediately has been a flop. Like, I so wanted to play that game properly, and it's just not done anything. That game has so much hype for it as well. Like, I really thought they were going to go back to their roots with it. And they've got a chance to recover it, I guess. Like we've seen with the crew and things like that. But, yeah, I'm not holding my breath. Come on. We seem to have good pace, though, early on. What about Romain Grosjean? Romain Grosjean, that famous Italian. Right, can we try and get a move on Russell? He is my main championship rival right now. So this should... I mean, we are technically battling pretty much exactly where we should be, looking at the championship table. It's just a shame Verstappen just continues to win and win and win. No, that's... You're thinking of... Surely you're not thinking of Luca Badoa. Was it Fizzy? Surely it's not Fisichella. That should have been a send. I can only send it so much, Quirky Boy. Otherwise I will inevitably crash into the back of someone. It can't... Luca Badoa never scored an F1 point. So it can't be Badoa. Go for Ferrari Sauber. Who is this? Who on earth are we on about? Ferrari and Sauber. Italian. I mean, Gio never drove for Ferrari. Not in F1, anyway. Nicolo Larini. Who were you going to guess, Bradson? Toppy got it. Who is it? Who was it? Sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see what it ended up being. I was going to say Charles. It took Charles like 6 races. It was Larini. Fair play. How many races was it for Larini then? Okay. I'm so scared of locking up into there every single lap. So we're not a million miles away from the dry period then, but it is still quite difficult to judge. I mean, tyre wear's pretty good. 44. So back then he must have done like 3 seasons.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer.
That's normally when the move to slicks is the right time, when Mark says it's not time to go. I don't think we're quite there yet though, but I guess because we're doing a 100% race, tyre wear should be pretty good. We might be able to go softs to the end. I guess that would be a good measure as well for tyre temps for the race. Because soft compound are like the worst case scenario. We're just struggling to keep up with Georgia a little bit now. I'll be happy that Corsair brought Fanatec. I think so, yeah. I might start putting their linking videos again and things like that. I'll be honest with you, chat. What I'm actually waiting for is for them to pay out on my affiliate link. So I've got a bit of money pending with them at the moment that's meant to be getting paid out. And I think once that gets paid out, or confirmed to be getting paid out, then I will probably start mentioning it again. Ah, he failed to qualify. Fair enough. Bottle job, massive snap of oversteer and crash on lap 16, mark my words. I hope you haven't just jinxed me. What on earth's going on with Piastri? I think he might be breaking down. Is he breaking down, Oscar? Is he good? He seems to be able to get the power down off that final corner. Not too sure what's going on there, but it's helping us stay close, which is good news. We went purple through the first sector as well, that was good. So we're kind of fitting into this gap between, like, the big 5 teams and the rest of everybody else. Which I guess is good news. We seem to be, like, the one... We're basically Nico Hulkenberg. Sometimes in 2024. Trying to just battle for the top 10. I mean, yeah, we're not far away from a switch, but I'm definitely going to go softs. I'm also concerned because it doesn't reckon I got a set hard tyres. Don't know whether we just haven't got a single set for the rest of the weekend or what's going on. Not that I've used any, so I don't quite know why. George! Scared the life out of me. Luckily I saw what he was doing early enough there. You don't get it very often where the AI spin right on your nose, but George Russell, he's the real bottle job, ladies and gents. And we're up into the top 10. Sadly, though, because it's a sprint, it's not quite the points. Where did we qualify? P15 in the end. Aspect, I'm planning on streaming as well on Thursday evening. Some F1 Manager. An iRacing incident flashback right there. I'm loving iRacing at the moment, chat. I want to do more content with it. But it's just not... I just don't know what it is about iRacing. It seems to be fairly popular. But it's more like of a streaming game, it seems to be. There's more of an audience for it on Twitch than YouTube. But I am really enjoying it. I want to do more various sim racing stuff. If I've learned anything from F124, it's that I want to diversify out. Which I know I've said before. Right, it has stopped raining now, so we're not far away from a switch. In fact, I could be tempted to take the gamble this lap. Although that dry line is looking a little bit like glass. There's no spray being kicked up by the tyre. I reckon it might be time. We'll see if we can stay close to Alonso. We'll see if anybody else wants to dive it in. But I reckon this might be the lap to come in. F1 Manager 24 is good fun. I'm enjoying it. Still waiting for that ACC stream. I need to play some ACC as well. Like, I did a Le Mans Ultimate video this evening. I'm like, ACC is another one I need to play again. Right, come on then. Yeah, it's definitely time for dries now, I reckon. But of course, yeah, a lot of the AI aren't going to be able to make that switch. We are going to just remind the team. Is this a bad gamble, chat? I mean, oh no, the rears are definitely overheating now. Look at that. 97 degrees. It's definitely time. Unless you want to be dealing with very, very warm tyres. Please say someone else is going to box. Max isn't in. No one else is in. Is this a gamble? Is this the wrong call? I'll have to wait and see. Make sure I don't get done for speeding. The most conservative pit lane entry you will ever see. Ask 505 Games for a code for AC Evo. I definitely want to give that game a go as well. That one looks so fun. No one else's pit, of course.
I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race.
I've been invited to a wedding. I'm nervous. I've never been to a wedding before. Weddings are good fun. I'm going... I almost binned it whilst talking about weddings. Oh, well, that is like glass, but I don't think it's too bad. Alright, come out only a second behind Gasly. Let's hope that we can get these tyres up to scrub. And we should be fairly quick. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. I'm quite looking forward to it. Well, they are good fun as long as you haven't got like a serious job or anything. I've only ever been to one though. So I can't say too much. Oh yeah, this... Unless Gasly's got damage, this is definitely the right call. It is just how well these tyres will last towards the end. You have got to be careful with them. But I think... Actually, we're not taking much time out of the AI yet. But we might start to see them joining me on the dries. Like I said, I think what I was more worried about was the fact the inters then were overheating. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect. Might still be a little bit too early, but... I think the thing is, I don't think we're going to get jumped, which is good news. Because Verstappen stays out again then. Oh, you just see there, we've got a load of rotation. No one's in, though. None of the front runners are in, so we've got to try and make this worth it. Annoyingly, I'm monitoring the gap to Zhou. It isn't really coming down. Oh, come on. Come on. We've got to start hustling. No one's still... Ugh! No one's pit. I mean, to be honest, the way I'm driving, I'm not convinced it is the right call for the AI yet, but we'll wait and see. I just want to get a big undercut. So, this is a fun story for you, chat. My auntie, this was a few years ago... Oh, where am I going? Have I cooked these tyres already? No. So, my auntie, a few years ago, she was getting married. Now, a bit of backstory. My auntie has been married twice before. The second one, to be fair, was for like 20 odd years. So it wasn't that she gets married and then gets divorced within 6 months or anything like that. But she's been married twice before. Both the other times were before I was born. So obviously, my family had asked like whether we wanted to go and everything like that. Oh no! Don't be a red flag! Don't be a red flag! Come on, Sonoda, get back on with it. No! That screwed us. That's over. Sprint's over. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. We've been absolutely screwed.
Free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Surely it can't force us back onto inters. No, that's fine. We're definitely doing dries. It's not time for intermediates, surely. It reckons that's 45 seconds quicker. If the AI are on intermediates, chat, we might go last to first in 1 lap. Are they? No, they're not. We're screwed. It's over. 5 red lights again. There's going to be lights out and away we go. From the back of the field. Damn it, man. And I'm not expecting us to have anywhere near as much an advantage there as I knew Gasly would try and cover me off in towards that first corner. That is so painful. Now we've got all that hard work that we did early on, we've got to do again. How am I so unlucky on this game? Seriously. How am I so unlucky? I mean, everybody's... What is Joe doing? He's just trying to bully his teammate out. Surely we can get a run on the Sauber down the back straight. Surely we can get... Oh, we got yellows. Is someone breaking down in front? Are we about to get met by, like, a slowing car? Yes, we are. Who is it? Oscar Piastri. I said it a couple of laps ago. Now it has happened. What on earth is going on? What is this? Albon's almost up inside the points. I mean, everybody is... What is this? Well, you're just sending it. Oh, come on there. Just cutting the chicane. Doing an Alonso strat. Alright, we're back to P14. I guess that's good. Actually, Albon, to be fair, might be in the points now. No, he won't yet. Though he's ahead of Russell. Albon might be in the points. Could our teammate be on for his first point of the year? Hulkenberg, when he was my teammate in the driver career mode, only scored points once as my teammate. And that came in the Miami sprint. Through changeable conditions. Could we see Alex Albon do the same thing? I mean, hopefully it won't be his only point of the year. But that also does mean if we can get back to him, then maybe we can get a point instead. We're almost at 2/3 distance of this sprint. EA are always listening. Probably. To be fair, I'm not the one giving them the most hate this year. But I'm definitely part of the crowd. I think that slow section at the end of Sector 2 is the AI's worst part in the whole game. You can genuinely make up close to a second on the AI through that single section of corners. But they are a bit OP around the rest of the lap here. So I kind of just always take it. So Ricciardo's on mediums then. For some reason both V-carbs went the other way with the strat. But Magnussen then, gets around the outside. No, Albon's 9th, not in 8th, which is a shame. How? Oh no, it's because, yeah, there's 8 cars, isn't there, still? He's behind. That's a shame. Problem as well is the AI are really good in the traction zones. So you have to use so much battery to even give them a run for their money. Even in a Williams, it's a bit of a missile. Not going to stop me going for it, though. Around the outside of Hulkenberg. Thank you very much. Maybe? Yes.
Good job.
If we can get back to the top 10 here, I'd be quite happy. Or even just 11th, I would take. And if we don't get a mechanical failure, even better. How is Verstappen so far ahead? Because he's Season 1 Verstappen on this game, and he's ridiculously OP. Ah, yes, story time, sorry. So yeah, my aunt, she's been married, well, now effectively, she's in her 3rd marriage now. So we got invited to a wedding. And apparently, I think I was playing like Counter-Strike or something when my parents asked me. So I was a bit distracted anyway. And I think I genuinely apparently just deadpan said, no, I'll just go to her next wedding. Which, every time she comes over, my dad still brings up. But yeah, just deadpan. I was like, she'll have another one. I'll go to that. I'm not worried about missing this one, apparently. Which I genuinely don't remember actually saying. I'm not saying I don't believe that I said it. Because you guys know I'm an incredibly sarcastic human. But, yeah. How old was it? It wasn't that long ago. It must have been pre-COVID, though. So I must have been like 18, 19. But yeah. This was the third wedding. Am I human? I think so. How am I meant to know I'm human? How do I know that I'm not a very well-trained robot that's led to believe it's human? I do want to know something that will freak you all out, chat. If you've never watched it before, especially. How do any of us know we're not in the Truman Show? Like, how do any of us know any of this is real? Like, who's to say any of you watching this are real humans? Well, this is what made me laugh, because I watched Modern Family with Matt212 last year. And I was like, she says exactly the same thing, and I had no idea. But, like, yeah, going back to what I was saying, how do we know any of this is real? My life is too boring to stay on air. But how do you know an alien species doesn't find human life fascinating? And your life is actually incredibly entertaining to them? Don't start this debate. It's not a debate, it's just... Ugh! What is that? Oh, it's not even Hulkenberg going... Sorry, it is Hulkenberg going for it, not even Magnussen. How is Russell back to 10th already? That's disgusting. He span out and almost ruined my afternoon. Oh, Sam, that's sad, man. The graphics in this... Yeah, if this is a game, like all of this, the graphics are pretty good. I'm not human, I am a bottle. I believe that. How many fastest laps does Verstappen want? Like, seriously. How many times is he just going to set fastest lap over and over? Matt212 is definitely not real. That's a shame. I hope Matt212 is real. Aliens like watching me get rejected by girls. You'll find the right girl. For a long time I didn't think I would, but I feel fairly confident in saying that I made it. Mary Gary is just paid to be his friend. Yeah, maybe. Like, it's when I look at my YouTube sub count, and this isn't meant to be like me trying to big myself up or anything, but like I try to occasionally imagine 130,000 people, and it's just such an unbelievable number. Why have we got more yellows? Who's binned it? Is that Verstappen? Surely not, no. It's so. Oh, what is going on? Lance Stroll's gone.
Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
Albon's into the points with 4 laps to go. Come on, Alex. I will defend Alex Albon if I have to towards the end of this. We love a Lance Stroll DNF. Matt212 has said she will come on a stream at some point, just not yet. When she feels comfortable enough to. I mean, I did say, she was like, but obviously no one knows what I look like or anything. I said, well, to be fair, most of the people that come to my streams probably follow my personal Instagram. So I would have thought there's probably quite a heavy overlap there. So a lot of them have probably seen you already, but... I thought she might genuinely come on stream last night, but... She wasn't feeling 100%, and her words, not mine, she hadn't dressed up at all. So that's not how she wanted her stream introduction. Great.
Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Will she drive? She is going to have a go on my sim rig soon. I've tried to get her to do a video, but she doesn't want to do a video of it. I think aliens watch people. Ah, oh, Mustafa, why do you have to take it there, sir? I'm lucky I read some of that ahead. Oh, Albon is struggling to keep up. Can Matt212 stream on Twitch? She will appear the same time as the IKEA furniture, most likely. She get 1,000 viewers immediately. I would watch a Matt212 stream. I've always said to her as well, I think she'd have a hilarious podcast. Because the way she could just ramble about random stuff. Hey? Why is my mum just WhatsApp me about shopping? I'm not going shopping. Sorry, what did I say? Oh, right, yeah. That was not what I meant, chat. Get your mind out of the gutters. Hey, welcome on in, Michael. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Recovering from bronchitis. Oh, I hope you're on the mend, sir. Matt212 or GTA 6. Telestream said hi. She might be lurking in stream right now, for all I know. Apparently, sometimes if she's doing random stuff, she'll just put it on in the background and listen. Apparently, as well, I've also been informed that any subs, donos, or anything like that all go to her bowl budget. So, I hope people are happy knowing that's the case as well. Oh, come on, we're running out of battery. Everybody say hi. I want to try and get past Magnussen. Maybe now. Oh, that was aggressive. Magnussen moved. No, he didn't, kind of. That might be the most aggressive move I've ever gone for, and it might be completely pointless. He's just cut that corner to have the place back. I mean, I can't blame him, but that seems a little bit unfair. See if we can get a switch on him on the exit of one. No, not with that line. Oh, yeah, we've lost time to Russell now. And I mean, if Albon loses that DRS to the cars in front, he might be defenceless to the Merc. That red flag has saved Russell today. Stay on the inside of Magnussen again. We'll look. That time around, he will fully back out of it there. Aggressive, but fair. Tap Louisa, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How has he got that much speed off the corner? I mean, he's got the DRS, but... Oh, come on, George. Don't get him. Alex, defend for your life, sir. We've got our own battle going on with Mad Magnussen in the background. I mean, Magnussen might just cut the chicane like he did in real life here. I mean, look at him bounce over the curbs. Magnussen's giving it everything late on in the day. I thought Verstappen was struggling then, but that's Perez. To the surprise of no one. He's lapped everyone up to 5th. That's mad. Right, come on. One more lap to go. Albon, I just want to see you hang on for a point, sir. Please. Sure, is he still in the range? He's in the range of that McLaren. That is good news. I want to try and get Magnussen, but I'm going to have to wait.
Final lap. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 3.9 seconds.
We've got to be patient here. I'm gutted because we could have had a point or two. With Oscar Piastri and Stroll's mechanicals. We could have bagged a point here, but if Albon can do it, I'm happy for the team at the end of the day. I mean, it's been an interesting sprint, to be fair. Gives us a lot of intrigue ready for the main event. But, yeah, soft tyres, though. Are they overheating? No, okay. So we managed the temperatures okay. Especially with how hard we've worked this set towards the end. I'm almost losing the DRS range, though, to Magnussen. Come on. Albon is still in P8. Russell, that was one of his last chances gone. I mean, Albon might get the McLaren here of Lando Norris and take P7. But down in towards the final couple of corners, then, of the Miami Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is absolutely dominated this one in a way that he did pretty similar to in real life. Can we get the run on Magnussen in towards the final corner? I'm just draining battery. Magnussen's got nothing left, surely. I mean, look at the speed. That's going to be an easy run past him. Max Verstappen, though, will win the sprint here in Miami. Are we going to be able to just get it slowed down through the final corner? Albon, it's going to be a point for Alex Albon as well. His first of the year. We love to see it. We come through for P10. Both Williams inside the top 10. That's good. We'll take that. We will really take that.
So, with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and, of course, the main event. This weekend's Formula 1 Grand Prix. We will see you next time.
Well, there we go. Verstappen takes the dub ahead of Charles Leclerc and Perez there. Red Bull, Ferrari, with Hamilton, Norris, Alonso and Albon rounding out your top 8. What's that going to do for the championship, though? Well, Verstappen's gap at the top has been further extended. I mean, that's our top 4 in the table, I believe, finishing top 4 in the race order. Maybe the Ferraris switched. We're still on 31, though, a little way further behind Lewis Hamilton, but still ahead of George Russell. And Bottas now is tied with Alex Albon for that P15. Constructors-wise, another point, though, for us certainly helps us out. Aston Martin, Red Bull even extend their gap over Ferrari. McLaren still in third ahead of Aston Martin and Mercedes. Sprint navigated. Let's get into the Grand Prix proper. I'm muted. Congratulations as well if you voted for P10. I'm pretty happy with that as a recovery drive, especially with the way the red flag screwed us. I reckon she could. I have heard of the game Trackmania. It's a good game. Mustafa, do I want to know what you've sent me? I'm slightly concerned to check this. He's just sent me 2 photos. I'm slightly scared. I'm nervous, chat. I'm nervous. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. He's made Boat 212. We love it. And apparently I've got an email from some random company. I don't know what they want. I'll respond to that at another time. I need to add all it. Can you send me Bold 212 as well, Mustafa, in DMs? I'm going to try and add them all to the DMs. To the Twitch. Right. We've navigated the sprint. We almost scored a point. Surely Williams could be on for a double points finish here if we keep it clean and tidy. Engine wear as well is not looking horrendous. Gearbox and ICE are not fantastic, but they should survive another weekend. Right. It's time for real qualifying, chat. I don't want to bottle it. Bold 212? I want Bold 212, but Bold 212 could be another cool one. Check my Twitter DMs. Are people just going to start DMing me in the middle of a stream? Thanks, Sam. I love you too. I get so many random notifications, chat. Or random emails is the other one that annoys me. What's your favourite pizza topping? I'm really basic. I like a margarita. So Domino's where I live, they'll put Cumberland sausage on a pizza. And that is quite nice. Failing that, I also like chicken. Bold 212 and Bold, B-A-L-D. So the one you did me with no hair. Who doesn't want an I love you message? Everybody loves that. Hot dogs on your pizza? Do you mean hot dog sausages or actual, like, with the bread as well? Hot dog sausages isn't that odd in my mind. But full hot dogs on there is a bit weird.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Right, well, we've let most of the AI get out there for their first run. Obviously, we didn't really get a soft representative from sprint qualifying, so we need to try and nail this one. Give ourselves a good idea of where we could be on the board. I reckon we could be close. We could be knocking on the door of the top 10 here, if we can get the lap nailed. I mean, this corner's so fun. Completely flat on the softs. That one isn't quite so much, though. Oh, come on. Tip it in. Beautiful. Ugh. We'll nudge the wall on the exit. I mean, we're 10th up on Yuki Tsunoda. That's good news. And I'm going to try and save myself a bit more battery for the second half of the lap this time. Because we do seem to get through quite a lot of it here. P12. That's not a bad guess. Might end up being pretty accurate. I mean, the big thing on this lap is just about keeping it planted and stable over the chicane. Tip it in. Oh, back end lifted up slightly. Could have been worse, could have been better. That was nice on the exit, though. Plenty of curb, but kept it square. Purple through the middle sector. That's to be expected on this game. Use all of our battery in towards the final corner. And let's wait and see where we could end up on the board. I'm aiming for like a low 27, I reckon. Just try and keep it nice and tidy. A little bit of understeer on the way in. We always lose a bit of time through this final sector of the lap against the AI. Up over the line, though. 27-1. We go P10. Albon's P8. Alex Albon is having a glorious weekend here, and I'm all for it. Our teammate is absolutely balling out. Bold, bold, and bold. Ah, sorry, I get what you mean. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me, Pokedex. I'm with you on that one. Right, well, the game reckons we've got 3 more tenths on those tyres. That could put us up in P2. That would be incredible. Not anymore. Perez has improved. Albon's P5! How is Alex Albon doing this? I mean, Williams are back, ladies and gents. That is glorious. Absolutely glorious there. I mean, we're losing 2/10 sector, or 10th sector 1, half a second in sector 3, but we're gaining 3/10 in sector 2, so I reckon we could challenge Albon here. We could get both cars inside like the top 6, which would be incredible. We need like another 3/10 of a second. Right, come on, let's do this. I want to get a good result here at the end of qualifying. Williams, we've got a lot to smile about so far this weekend. But let's try and do just that little bit more. I definitely put the new tyres on, which is good news. Let's go for one more lap then in anger. I'm going to put it all on the line. I'm probably going to bottle it again. But we'll wait and see what we can do. Braking down at turn 1. Oh, come on. That was not good. Didn't meet the apex. Plenty of curb through turn 2. We'll keep it pretty planted though through turn 3 and 4. Still in the green. Right, just keep it a bit tidier through there. Whoa, Leclerc, okay. Track conditions are improving then right towards the end. Thank you, Shoot, as well for the follow, or Shoot even. Right, I'm going to try and save even more battery and then just use a little sprinkling down the second half of this straight. Just carry a bit of extra speed right the way through into the next braking zone. We're still pretty much even though. How on earth has Albon found another 3/10 in this car right now? Whoa. Easy does it. Easy does it. Over the curb. I mean, everyone's improved actually, so I think track is just getting better and better. Whoa, as the session goes on, a little bit of a wobble there, but we found 2/10. Right, come on, we'll try and save a little bit of battery out of the final corner. And that could be quite handy to do. Just make sure we don't dip below 10%. We're 3/10 up though. This could put us right with Alex. Braking at 100 meter board. Don't lock up. Don't panic. Oh, a little bit of understeer. Come on, out of the final corner. Use that battery. Half a second up. This is going to be a decent improvement in the end. Where we are. Where are we even? Come on. P8. I'll take it. I'll take that. All the AI improved so much right at the end there. So to still end up not bottling it and get a good lap on the board, I'm happy with. And you can see, oh, Albon in P12. That's a bit of a shame. But Leclerc will storm to pole position then ahead of Verstappen. McLaren this time around lock out the second row ahead of Russell, Perez, Sainz and myself. With Alonso, Hamilton, Stroll and Albon making up the rest of your top 12. I mean, that's a very, very bunched up session in the end. What's that? 16 cars covered by less than a second. The entire grid, 1.1 seconds in it. And shout outs to Zhou Guanyu. P14 there in that car is a pretty good effort. If Matt finishes the race in points, gifted subs, 10th equals 1, 9th equals 2, 8 equals 3, etc, etc. Smurf, I love that idea. Thank you very much, buddy. We've got to try and get some points. Or I'll have a mechanical failure. Probably the likely option. I've got to try and win this now, chat. We need those gifted for September. Get a little bit of fluids. I'm starting to lose my voice. Have you ever gone back to F1 Championship just on the hard mode? That series was a banger. I'll be honest, I keep thinking about this. I can't get a drive, is the problem I have. Like, I spent like 3 hours on it a couple of months ago, trying to just get like the career mode set up, and I just could not get a drive anywhere, no matter what I tried. Like, I know it's really, really difficult to do, and normally you basically kind of have to simulate the first season as a reserve driver. But even that got me nowhere. And I'm kind of there going, I'm going to need at least 3 seasons, I would have thought, in that game. So I can't really... I have to kind of get a drive at some point in Season 1. That's where we're at with that series. Right. Get your predictions in, though, chat. It's time for the big one. The Miami Grand Prix. 57 more laps ahead of us. It's going to get scary. We're doing alright for time, though, so far, which I guess is good news. I worried that this one was going to take us to like 10:30, 11 p.m. And I've got a lot of work I need to do tomorrow. But we're going to smash this, I reckon. But no, F1 Championship is absolutely what I want to get back on. Basically, my plan with that now, chat, I'm going to give you some exclusives. Obviously, that's going to go out on Matt212 gameplay. But then I want to try and lead that on into trying to win a championship on every F1 game. So, like 2010, 11, 12, and so on and so on. That's what I want to do after
This
CE.
exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the NFL outfit, the Miami Dolphins.
Woo! The Miami Dolphins. The only team ever in NFL history to go undefeated throughout an entire season. 1972. They went 16-0. Never has been repeated. When's the next MotoGP 24 video? Soon, Jeff. I need to get back on it. But I'm scared I'm going to be terrible now.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2.
Oh, I mean, Piastri will have grid penalties. Stroll will have grid penalties. We might start P6.
Perez, Sainz,
No, we don't. That's a shame.
Mr. Monaco,
P7. Oh, yeah, I outqualified Stroll, didn't I, still?
Hamilton, Albon,
Well, Albon's inside the top 10 then, which I guess is good news.
Gasly, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Bottas, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri.
It all shapes up pretty nicely for us. I mean, Oscar and Stroll should be able to get their way back through. But we'll wait and see.
And we welcome you to the commentary box.
If you could pick one manufacturer for IRL to join the F1 grid, who would you pick?
Okay, the start so important. Tell us about.
I'd like to see BMW come back. I
The
think
drivers these days, they practice, and
that's what I'd like
They
to
have
see.
rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored.
I'd never
around
heard
the
this intro.
driver's hands around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start.
Porsche
So
is
there's
another one.
So much thought and effort that goes into
Nismo would be a
getting
cool
these cars
F1
off the
livery.
line.
Maybe if Miata gets there. Oh no, he's
Right, I know
Toyota,
you're
isn't he?
hot
Sorry.
in the cockpit, but your tyres are going to be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool.
I think Mark's flirting with this chat, calling me hot in the cockpit, but you know what? We'll take it. P7 on the grid are ready for the main event, and boy oh boy, is it going to be a long one. We're going to try and go the other way with strategy. We're going to go medium, hard, medium, depending on how well the tyres last. Maybe we can extend that stint. We've done one stops in a couple of other... Or we've tried to do one stops in a couple of other Grand Prix. So we might try it again today. Full tank of fuel in the car. I don't think we're going to need that. We weren't burning through too much fuel in the sprint. So I'm going to bring that down to like 59 laps worth. But could we get a red flag? Could we get a safety car? Could we end up with a mechanical issue? Only time will tell. 5 red lights here on the grid for the Miami Grand Prix. It's going to be lights out. Oh, and away we go there. Very slow progress off the line. But we've done okay. Leclerc will immediately give up the lead to Verstappen at turn 1. So the Dutchman back in front, just like he spent all of the sprint race yesterday. I mean, Perez and Sainz there. No! Sainz, just the tiniest bit of contact. Damn it, man.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
How bad is that damage going to be early on in this race? I mean, I think Leclerc's really struggling as well. Don't know if he's got damage or just can't drive, but he's really struggling as well. My money appears safe already. Maybe. I mean, that damage might not be too bad for us early on. As now Sainz is going to get the runner dreams on me. I will set up that front wing to get changed.
We can't sustain this level of damage.
What's Perez doing? What's Sainz doing? I mean, what I need now early on is a red flag. Maybe we'll cause one. Who knows? I'm going to try not to cause one. I mean, yeah, Russell and Leclerc both really struggling early on. Clearly, Russell, after still being behind me in the championship, has kind of decided enough's enough. And he's going to start trying to fight at the front of the order again. Kushmini Mick or Lance Stroll as the second driver. That is pretty rough. As your options go, that's not great. What on earth is going on up there? Russell and... Oh, I broke myself. Oh, that was close. Oh, we almost got a good taste of Carlos Sainz's gearbox, but we live to fight another day again. Albon's up to 9th place as well on that one, so he's done pretty well. I'll be honest, the front wing damage doesn't feel too bad. I mean, maybe it's helped by the fact that Norris and Russell and Leclerc and everybody is trying to go side by side with each other. But it doesn't feel like it's too horrendous. Is Lando Norris streaming, is he? Maybe he'll raid us. I've noticed, yeah, quite a few of them are back now on iRacing and things over the last couple of days. Am I going to lose all my viewers to Lando?
utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Is Lando... I've genuinely never watched one of his streams. Is he actually a decent streamer? Or is it just kind of because he's Lando Norris? Perez. No, thank you. I mean, should we clickbait this stream saying racing Lando Norris? Because I mean, technically I'm racing his AI, which I guess is good news. Ugh! Saints, man! That scared the life out of me. I mean, I guess that's a fairly easy one for us. I'm in a P5 will go. Surely that could be a safety car or something nice and early on in the race. Apparently not. That's a shame. I mean, that does us wonders for the reliability, though. Because normally you'll only get 2 mechanical failures in a race. And if we've already lost 1, that's pretty reassuring.
Some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
But Carlos Sainz, our first casualty of the main event. And Aston Martin, Ferrari, and McLaren all with mechanical issues here. Has been a bad one for reliability so far for the big teams, but I guess that really gives Albon and I a good chance for points, which is good news. I was planning on doing that on F1 Manager as well, an all-female team at some point. Like, get Abby Pulling and Dorian Payne or Sophia Flörsch in, and seeing how long it would take before you become world champion. Like, I feel that would be quite a fun one to do at some point. Right, Leclerc and Norris then side by side. I think early on, just staying in the DRS is going to be quite critical here. And of course, the joy of that is that there's a DRS zone right after we can gain about a second on the AI. I mean, surely we can't actually battle for a podium today. We've gapped Perez, though, which I guess is good news. Last 2-2 would be okay with that, I think. She knows I can't stand Sophia Flörsch. Oh, George! That's twice he's done that this weekend. Made a mistake right on my nose. I'm going to force him out through the final corner.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Lando has more viewers than us. How many viewers does Lando Norris pull? Is he streaming iRacing, I assume? I could not tell you anything about Lando's streams. Is there a reason why I don't like Sophia Flörsch? Because she's like 24 and she's racing in against like 16 and 17-year-olds. Like, just accept it's not going to happen. Oh yeah, Bianca Bustamante is on another level of hatred though, and they're still trying to make her the poster girl of F1 Academy. It's as bad as them in IndyCar trying to make Santino Ferrucci. 27k. Wild. Yeah, I think Lando's got at least a couple more viewers than us then at the moment. Let's hope he raids us later on. Everyone spam Lando Norris's chats telling him to raid me. See, he's not even a good driver, exactly. Well, I saw, what was it? I didn't watch any of the Formula Academy. But what was it I seen that she, like, ended up an entire car length ahead of a grid slot? In Singapore or something mad. In one of the races on the grid. Like, how do you manage that? Although, you could say that, like, I think it was Giancarlo Fisichella, wasn't it, in Malaysia, did it 2 years in a row. Which is pretty insane.
Just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
Lando is very loud. That doesn't surprise me as well for a Lando Norris stream. So, sub, welcome on in, buddy. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. 4 months. Hope you're doing well. Oh. Right, we are just... I mean, to be fair, the pace is actually hanging on pretty well. So long as we can stay in the DRS of these other cars, we're doing pretty well early on. We can get these tyres. I mean, to be fair, the wear's not that bad either. I know it'll get worse as the stint goes on. But if we could get these tyres to, like, past lap 20, we can easily go hard to the end. James Early! Oh, come on in, sir. Have you streamed tonight, James? Have you played F1 2011 again? Matty C, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Ah, mate, first week. Oh, fair play. How are you getting on, James? Making friends? Someone's just said in Lando's chat, please raid Matt212. Trying to think, do I have any kind of correlation with Lando at all? I've never really worked on anything kind of around him or with him. Lando Norris most likely has no idea who I am. Alpine and F1 Academy versus Alpine and F1. It's so true. Oh, come on, we got to get the run off the corner. No, I've lost the DRS. Damn it. I have a McLaren cap. I've got a hat for every F1 team. Yeah, the F1 Academy races have not been good this year, to be honest. Yeah, that's the other thing I always find with like massive streams like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I wouldn't like to have that kind of viewership, because of course who wouldn't? But like, you can't really interact with your chat anymore at that point, surely. Like, and especially if you're like a chatter in a stream like that as well. Like, you're kind of there going, they're not seeing anything, are they? I always feel like somewhere between 30 and 200 is like the sweet spot, I would say. I have not got a Brawn GP hat, James. I'm very jealous of yours. Because that is quite cool. So we've got 6 drivers from 6 different teams inside the top 6 at the moment, chat. That's a pretty good statistic. Yeah, exactly. It's just, you can't really put faces to it anymore, can you? Like, at least if you're on YouTube, like on a video or something, and you've got loads of people commenting, at least you can go back through and respond to them all. But on Twitch, you just cannot read anything at that kind of point. What was it? I saw ISO Speed had like 1 million viewers or something insane. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever watched a single stream or video of his. Yeah, I must admit, I watched Jimmy Broadbent in... Like, I remember watching Jimmy Broadbent genuinely when he had less than 10k subs. I kind of caught onto him before he started popping off. And it's kind of since then, like... He's just become so generic. Like, I don't think he's... Well, I don't really watch his streams anymore, but... On the rare occasion he does stream, I don't think he's a bad streamer at all, but it seems like all of his content now is so kind of generic. And kind of like YouTube meta content. And I've heard as well from a lot of people he's a pain to deal with in the space. Woozoo, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Is Lando getting gifted subs? I'm surprised for someone like him he doesn't just like disable that or something. Can you disable subs on a channel? I would assume so. Lando's stealing all my viewers. Like, I think what I've always noticed as well now is, like, whenever I see clips of Jimmy Broadbent and things like that, is that he tries to pretend that he's not, like... He tries to pretend that, like, he's still, you know, that kind of small, humble guy. And like I said, I've heard so many stories behind the scenes of he's just completely shifted what he's like. Like, you know, you can understand, of course, obviously, because he did seriously come from nothing. But you're kind of there going, you've also tried to build a brand on being quite humble, and if that isn't the case anymore. $20k people came on Twitch to watch me, but they saw Lando was live and just clicked on him first. That is biasness by Twitch. It's like when professional athletes say, oh, well, I should get paid the same as this person. And you haven't got the same amount of viewers. Hey, welcome on in, TJ. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you for the support. If Lando Norris wasn't streaming, we would have 40,000 viewers right now, and I would not be able to keep up with chat. I mean, to be fair, I'm impressed I'm keeping up with these three still. early on, but... Also uses cockpit cam in the F1 game. He does, yeah. To be fair, I respect that. And it's a shame that kind of the F1 game to use cockpit cam, you really need an ultra-wide monitor, which then looks terrible on video. But yeah, I do respect the cockpit cam. I would use it more if viewers liked it, but viewers don't really like it, especially on the F1 game. I mean, we really are just settling in now, aren't we? Early on here. This has turned into basically Singapore. Very, very boring very, very quickly. Yeah, Redline apparently do some decent streams. Hey, yeah, good luck, Dart. Hope you save lots of shots, sir. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, if ultra-wide themselves. Yeah, but you can't get the aspect ratio right on YouTube. YouTube doesn't support ultra-wide, I don't believe, still. If YouTube supported ultra-wide, then maybe I'd have a look into doing something with it. But yeah, phones are a bit better for it. I'm surprised YouTube doesn't support ultra-wide viewing. Like, even if it was just 21:9 or something. Oh, exactly. I think that's the perfect way to describe us as a community, Chris. You've nailed it there. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, mate. Engine's running
Oh, I thought that was engine failure then. That got me so scared just for a second. I thought that was going to be a mechanical. I mean, the fact that the team are already worried about that 10 laps in is slightly concerning. But it's okay. It's bloody good piss. Lines I never thought I'd hear in one of our streams. But there we are. Cockpit cam is more viable on the F2 cars. I haven't actually tried it on the F2 cars yet. Maybe I need to give that a whirl. Right, come on, George. I think we got to start trying to make moves. I want to get to the front of this little group. Or not to the front of it, but I want to get to P3. Can we try and get a run on George this time round? Surely we can't actually get the run in. We might be able to. Tell you what, this car has got good straight line speed. We put George under pressure. He's going to swing defensive. That'll allow us to have a look around the outside. Almost contact between myself and the Merc. Our big championship rival, George Russell. And we'll just pinch him out onto the apex there. And up into P4. Ooh, new personal best for the day is immediately I lock up into turn 1.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Do you think Valtteri Bottas remembers me? Probably not. I like to think Joe still does, because he knew who I was beforehand, but I can't imagine Valtteri does. I've told you all the story of the first time I met Zhou Guanyu. I was in a bathroom at Sauber, which is a bit weird. I don't really watch football, but apparently my Fantasy Premier League team is doing really well this year, despite the fact that I just picked it at random. As there goes Russell again, back around the outside. Hopefully we're going to be able to keep the nose there, though, which we will. Thank you. Beautiful. Right, we're up into P4 then. Maybe we can shake George out of the range. Come on, Charlie. Maybe do WR again. That series was awesome watching. I did really want to do WOR. It just didn't really fit into my schedule in recent times. Oh, the new Twitch app annoys me so... Like, I don't watch much on Twitch anyway. But the new app design annoys me so much. Like, I don't... Twitch, for me, isn't about trying to just find, like, a random streamer. It's about just watching someone I already know. Which I guess is good for the discoverability element. But it's still a bit odd. UK weather is horrific. It has not been good over the last week or so. I think it's meant to get... I mean, it's not meant to be good again now, but it's meant to be better than what it has been. Exactly, yeah. If we can just get, like, all of the channels you want to, like, you're already following live, then perfect. Streamer Lando is back. He's stealing all my viewers. I mean, there's no way he would have streamed if he'd bottled that race in Singapore. Like, if he'd actually not won that, there'd be no way he'd stream. Oh, why is he slow? Leclerc's going to get a run on him. Why is he so slow off the corner? Is Lando Norris bottling it inside this game? I mean, Leclerc's just walked him there down the back straight. Has he got technical gremlins or something is definitely going on with that McLaren? That was very peculiar. Doesn't rain enough in England. I think we could argue otherwise based on the last week or so. We've had like 2 months of rain in the last 4 days here. Done 13 research products for Season 2 in F1 Manager. I haven't done any yet, and apparently they're really OP. So I'm slightly concerned. I don't think Lando's got problems though, chat. I just think he had terrible traction for some reason. I do live in the south, yeah. Oh no, George. Why? Why do you have to do this to me? I mean, how much straight line speed the AI have there off of that corner is mad. Ugh. Keep it between the white lines, thank you. Ugh. Hello. I'm still there. George wanted to try and do a my strat on me. Well, like Kevin Magnussen, we'll happily do it, but we won't take it back. Perez has put me in severe debt on F1 Manager. I fear Liam Lawson is slowly doing the same to me. Like, he keeps binning it on in-laps. Like, how does that happen? How does one bin it on an in-lap? Well, I believe, chat, this marks 1/4 distance this lap. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Getting tired. We've almost done half the laps of the evening. We need to get to about half distance in this race, and then we'll... it'll be just less than half distance, isn't it? We need to get, like, past lap 20 odd, I think. And then we'll have done half the laps. Oh, here we go. Norris again, down the inside of Charles Leclerc. I mean, these two are putting on a good show at the moment. I tell you what, it was a bit boring for a few laps. Everyone was just kind of sitting in, but now it's become a little bit more exciting again. Ooh. Just hop, skip, and a jump over that curb. Here's Lando once again. I mean, I'm happy to sit here and watch these two attack each other, to be honest. Season 1 and you're bankrupt. Ah, okay. Antonelli and Piastri as a driver lineup. Is that mad, is it? Do I try and sign Oscar Piastri? I mean, surely I can. McLaren have got way too much money. And McLaren keeps stealing all my drivers in the game, so it's only fair that I try and return the favour.
You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Damn it. How well are the tyres hanging on at the moment? 25%? They're not wearing at all. We can do this entire race on this set. We can, but I might be able to go a lot further in than I realised. I mean, if we could get these tyres to, like, lap 30 odd, and could we go softs to the end? Would that be wise? Maybe. I don't really want to go for that, though. I'm staggered the game reckon this was a 2-stop, though, when it's so comfortably looking like a 1-stop right now. That seems really, really... Like, this game cannot work out 100% race strategies, it feels like. Whoa, Lando! Almost looped it trying to go down the back straight. We're going to try and squeeze out Leclerc. They're not going to back out of it. Ugh, I did not think Leclerc would be the one to back out there. I hedged my bets behind the Ferrari, but it was not the right choice. Right, come on. Ugh, Lando again gets no throttle down off of that corner. I think we've got to try and go for it now. Right, come on, come on, come on. Hey, 3 wide. 3 wide down the back straight with Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. Leclerc's got the straight line speed down the outside. We're not going to try and dive bomb him. We're going to end up down the inside anyway, though. Plenty of curb. Lando loses 2 places in one go. Leclerc will back out. And up then into P2 of the Grand Prix. Verstappen already with a 10-second lead. I feel like this P2 is going to be very short-lived. As well, Leclerc, a bit of a lock-up down at turn 1. Might just give us a bit more breathing room. This is going quite well so far. Yeah, the game seems to, like, not really work out what's going on with strategies very well still. Which normally, I don't find 50% races are too bad, but, yeah, 100%. It just doesn't quite get the wear values right. I mean, maybe we could try and do soft towards the end of the afternoon? I don't know. This is not going well for me, 9 subs currently. Are you good on the controller? No, I'm absolutely terrible. I mean, I reckon if we don't do anything stupid, we could be in the fight for a podium. I don't think we'll win unless Verstappen breaks down. Oh, what? How is that an illegal overtake?
Back, I'm afraid that was an illegal overtake.
Damn it. Ugh. What's Leclerc doing, man? Surely we can't just immediately have it back off him. The AI is so weird around this place. We've also allowed, I think that's Alonso, isn't it, to close back in. Which is a bit of a shame. Doesn't look like Piastri and Stroll, though, would making much progress. Oh, come on. Might be able to get around the outside, but I think we've got the DRS, though, off Leclerc, which we will again. Beautiful. Ocon or Stroll? Ocon. Not by a lot, though. Oh, Lando. That was a big send back into turn 1. Oh, I mean, they're all squabbling now. This could give us a bit of a breakaway. That would be useful. I would take a minor reduction in pressure for a lap or 2. Not that it will be that long. I'll be all over the back of me again by the end of this straight. Because the AI, the run they can get out of there is impossible to even match. Get Aaron Barnes in the car. Aaron Barnes, never forget, the GOAT of the F1 games. We love him. He needs a proper character arc, I reckon, does Aaron Barnes. He could lose a race in the 2023 Red Bull. He's that good. To be fair, so can Nicholas Latifi. Or Nikita Mazepin, but there we are. Aaron Barnes suddenly just becomes like 100 rated for F1 25. How good theoretically could you make him? Like if you got him in the team pretty early on and just never gave up and just kept developing him. Maybe there's a future clickbaity video there.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
No, I think it was spelt correctly, to be fair. Double A. I don't know. Maybe no. That's bugging me now, Mustafa. I don't know. Ugh, come on. Get away from that wall. I really would like to not do any more front wing damage if possible. I don't think this front wing damage is costing us much, but if the AI got a 2-stop, then... I mean, I want to try and do the 1-stop and we'll take the repair. We seem to actually be able to gap, though, Leclerc, Norris and Russell, which is a bit peculiar. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, if we can just leave them all to squabble, that would be fantastic. What I think would be quite interesting is if we get a red flag at some point in this race. We got one in the sprint, so... I mean, we haven't really seen, unless I've just missed them, any real driver ever so far in this race. As we are now sending it through there each and every time.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Are we going to see Verstappen in, or is he going to be able to extend that stint a bit more? Don't know why I'm looking there. I can easily see on the MFD. I think Verstappen is staying out for another one. Yeah, Verstappen's staying out there. I reckon we can take these tyres to half distance quite comfortably. They are really not doing too badly right now. And I think everybody else has kind of realised that the same way.
About 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Was it double R or was it double A? Did they spell Aaron wrong? I think the meme might be in Discord. Oh, wait. Luckily where I live, I'm quite lucky in the idea that I live on a hill, so the floods don't really worry me too much. They all kind of just go down the main road. It's not much of a concern. Can't really spell a name wrong. You can, and they did. Leclerc out of nowhere, straight back through. Here comes Norris. I mean, how much straight line speed do you want, man? Are these two going to go side by side again? Maybe. If they're not, I will. Leclerc will back out, I think. Yeah, there you go. And immediately, Lando Norris goes from losing a couple of places a few laps ago to gaining a couple of places again. Will he lose them once more? So you try and put the power down. I mean, you can see every single gear. It's like Leclerc doesn't have to shift. He's got, like, instantaneous shifting in this game. Right, come on. Leclerc's not going to go for it. Oh, that was so close. Had Leclerc not started turning in then, we would have absolutely lost our wing. We are playing it risky at this stage. Oh, there we go. Albon's in. So we are starting to see AI pit.
Coming in for his stop now.
Catalia? I'm probably butchering her name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's that again, last 2-2. Like, she'll follow someone. Normally they're American on TikTok. And the names they give their kids is just so stupid. Like, they'll go, yeah, this is my son, like, Church Von Religion Face. And here's my daughter, Bottle O Red Wine or something. And you're just going, how are these people allowed to breed? Like, why? Those are the best American names I can come up with. Off the top of my head. I don't actually think she's ever told me about a child named Bottle O Red Wine. But I stand by it. Bartholomew, exactly. Striker.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
To be fair, I don't think Verstappen's going to be far away from that in my F1 Manager first season. Come on, surely we can get a run on Leclerc. Even if we just bait him out to go defensive. He drove him to the side of me. He's got front wing damage. Leclerc might be in trouble. We've got to get around him now, because Lando Norris might be able to get away. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's done it again. I think that time around I kind of more turned in on him, but Leclerc in the wars. And we will claim P3, and surely now we're going to be able to open up a bit of a gap. I mean, yeah, look at Leclerc instantly. He's going to have to pit. He's going to have to pit that front wing damage. He's pretty bad. Like I said, I think the second one is a bit more 50-50. The first one was definitely him understeering out wide into me. As we've now lost some pace to Fernando Norris. Nothing beats Nelson Mandela beard, no. I'm still trying to convince last 2-2 that our first one should be allowed to be called Nelson Mandela. I don't think it's going to happen. Don't know why, I've just got a sneaking suspicion. Oh, damn it. The understeer, man. Don't want to get a warning if we can avoid it. Never know how useful they might become later on in the day. I mean, look at that. Leclerc already 3 seconds back. Annoyingly, I didn't get the range on Lando, though, so I might be watching him set sail now. Verstappen not in. Verstappen's definitely one stopping. I think most drivers are. Not Alex Albon, though, annoyingly. I mean, we could get a safety car or something that could spice things up. And Norris stays out again. So we're going to box fairly soon. There we go, Leclerc in. So Russell's probably going to close back in on me over the next few laps. But we got a bit of breathing room. We got a bit of chance just to kind of set our own pace, do our own laps. Sadly, no DRS, but that's by the by. What about Mahatma Gandhi? Imagine you sending your 2 kids to school. Your twin sons, Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. How confident in your children being able to do great things if you give them those names. Oh, and our third born is Mother Teresa. So silly. Twitch poll for Matt's firstborn. Dear me. Oh no, Smurf, you don't take it there. Actually, to be fair, Mother Teresa was pretty bad, wasn't she? Apparently, or is, or something. I don't know. Oh, I so almost hit the inside wall. That could have been so bad. Imagine calling your child Mother. How odd would that be? Oh, Mother Teresa, sorry. I feel like there's a pun coming, Crisped. But I'm too scared. Okay, so I'll not... Oh, no! Will I just damage the other side of the wing? Maybe a tiny bit. I mean, we could box now and probably get to the end, but it's a bit earlier than I'd like. I mean, I'm so scared of getting another red flag at the wrong time. Is that damage worse? It doesn't feel much worse. Oh, sorry, Patchy Beard. Well, this is the thing. When I was born, colours for kids was actually a really popular thing. So people would call that, you know, like indigo or blue or things like that. So my parents genuinely considered calling me... So I was, I think, going to be called Redbeard. And my sister was going to be called Bluebeard. We would have just been pirates. And my parents, I think, genuinely ummed and ahed about that. Because they could barely come up with a name for either of us. I don't know. But like, people were giving their kids, like, names. Colours as names. Oh, yeah, this tyre wear is... not good. Sorry, the front wing damage even is not that great. I reckon we can go to lap 25, though. Now I'm no beard. I could grow out a beard if I really wanted to, but it would take about 6 months. Like Batman.
Teammate behind, 23.5 seconds.
I mean, to be fair, once I pit, Alex Albon's not going to be that far behind me. But I am just so scared of a red flag or something happening. But to be fair, we're not losing much to Alonso or Russell behind, so I guess that's good news. Is Leclerc new fastest?
Front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on.
I will definitely damage it again before then, Mark, or I'm going to pit. So it's okay. Your real name is Steven. We're just guessing random names, are we? Max Verstappen, I tell you what. For him at the front of the order, he's basically just having 2023 2.0. It must get really boring. Like, really boring. Like, 57 laps here, he might not see another car. Do I pit now? I think we'll pit now. 33 laps to go. If we get a red flag, I'll be so upset. I mean, to be fair, apart from that front right, tyres have actually done really, really well. Right, come on. Ugh, nose in. Into the pits we'll go. Is Lando pitting? No, I don't think so. So we are still going for the one stop, but we're just going slightly earlier than the AI. Ooh, that was close. I think we will come out... I mean, Leclerc's now in a bit of traffic, so I'd like to be out ahead of him, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Leclerc has been absolutely flying along. Come on, team. Quick stop. Don't need to rush with the tyres. Just get the wing on. At some point today would be great.
Off we go, back into the race. Perfect job.
Not
on the turn
fantastic.
in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Max might lap back markers. Yeah, that's a
Right,
good
we'll be
point.
doing
Right,
one
there's
more stop
Leclerc.
today. One stop left in this strategy.
Ugh, I got a warning for crossing the line? Did not know. So Leclerc's coming. He's on softs though, so he's definitely going for a different strat. So Albon's not in a bad spot here. Ricciardo as well. I mean, Albon's definitely stopping again as well. But we need to try and move our way back through then nice and quickly. Stay on the inside of Leclerc and maybe Alex.
Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon.
I mean, that might be the most aggressive move I've ever gone. But if Franco Colapinto can do it, why can't I? As we've got to try and use the slipstream from Alex again. Whoa. I mean, yeah, going up against these AI on much more worn-out tyres is quite interesting. I'll give it that. Can we switch Ricciardo? Thank you. That was the most outlandish dive bomb I might ever do. 2 ridiculous dive bombs in 1 lap, and neither of them haunted me.
Isn't your true position. They haven't
I
pitted
know,
yet.
Mark. You don't need to
waste
keep
time
telling me.
fighting. Bring your tyres in gently, and let's go for it.
Thank you, Mark, again. Right, if we could get to the end without front wing damage, that would be good. Was Hulkenberg and Magnussen on these tyres since the start? If so, that is a rather odd call. So Gasly's come in. Hamilton's come in. Oh, so's Norris, I think. Oh no, it's Alonso, damn it.
We're getting some strange readings from a couple of the
No.
sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
That's annoying. Oh, that Alonso's come out just in front of this group. What's even more annoying is Magnussen screwing both of us over. No! Ooh, that was close. I was almost very upset then with Kevin Magnussen, but I think we got away with it. Hypersoft Pirellis, or Ellie for short. That'd be a brilliant name. I am officially the new Logan Sargent, except for I've had a podium. Yeah, Ricciardo. Anything you can do, I can do better, sir. Has Verstappen pitted still come out right at the front? I think he has. Come on then, Kevin. Just get the nose there. Try and make it awkward for him. Round the outside. There we go. Wonderful. I think Ericsson hit us. I know exactly who it was that hit us. We're going to try and jump both and his teammate. We've got to go in pursuit of Fernando Alonso, as long as I don't keep looking at the rears. So Alonso's definitely going to the end as well. Leclerc isn't. So we could still be in a fight for a podium. There we go. Load more cars in. Oh, what is the back end of this car doing? Lando's boxed as well, and he's 7 seconds in front. I think we were always going to be in a difficult one there, because I don't think we were really going enough quicker than the Haas before, obviously, we pit. But yeah, we've definitely lost out a lot of time in that, which is a bit of a shame. Right, come on. Whew. I've seen college football names, like General Booty and Mobility. Yeah, like I said, Americans shouldn't be allowed to name children. They should have, like, what North Korea has, which is, like, they get, I think it's, like, 40 names. 20 boy, 20 female names that they can give their kids. That's what America needs. There's another one called Memorable Factor. Dear me. Think of the content, man, if you have Project Child Hamilton. I want to do Project Hamilton in the future. Because if you can't achieve your dreams, live them through you... Oh, you moron!
Head down, chin up, and let's focus on the rest of the race.
And it's even less damage than the first time, but it is still a tiny bit of damage, so hopefully that's not going to cost us too much. I am worried, though, that we're just simply not going to have the pace to get back to Alonso or Norris, unless we get some kind of intervention. It might be a very lonely second half of this race. I predict the bottle at 51. Let's see if I make it that far. Oh, come on. I mean, Leclerc will get back to me pretty quickly, I would have thought. I mean, we've got the pace over Alonso, I think. I think we can match the Aston Martin, but I don't think we'll match Norris, who might now be able to go in pursuit of Verstappen at the front. But yeah, Alonso in that Aston Martin seems like he's just had a really clean opening stint. And has kind of found himself in that position. He's definitely got issues on that car. There's no way we should be taking this much time out of him. I mean, through there, yes, but around the rest of the lap, absolutely not. What is wrong with Fernando Alonso, ladies and gents? Not living your dreams immediately. That's why I'm not living my F1 dream. Because I'm terrible. Again, once I've got my dream of having a junior Formula 1 team, or a junior Formula team, then we'll go for Project Hamilton. Project Verstappen is a similar process, just with child abuse mixed in. Yeah, I don't fancy going along with that one. Matt212 Motorsports is a real team. Children will be singing in the streets if that happened. Not gonna hold my breath. Not gonna hold my breath, but we'll wait and see. No, that's Smurf. That's Gary's rule if he had a Formula 1 team. Not mine. Gary would only hire Asians, yeah. But he would also only hire females. I'd hire the best person for the job. Right, come on then. Let's try and get a bit closer to Alonso. We're setting good lap times, to be fair. We're actually taking a bit of time out of Lando.
Back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
But I am just kind of worried what will happen by the end of this race. Or what won't happen. I mean, yeah, we've taken a good few tenths out of Lando over these last few. These tyres will easily make it to the end and probably will still feel pretty good. Especially as the fuel burns off, but that's not to say it's going to be easy. Come on! Let's go. Go for Russell or Sainz. Is this F1 24 or F1 Manager, sorry? If it's F1 24, Russell is weirdly good. If it's F1 Manager, I'd probably say Sainz, because Russell is weirdly bad. Right, come on. We've got the DRS now. Surely Alonso is going to be a... How have I not got the DRS? Oh, there we go. Ignore me. When F1 teams get the OnlyFans girls. I mean, there's already been a couple. I've had a couple of rogue TikTok follows from people that have tried to, like, do that with F1. And you're like... One of them DM'd me to do a collab. I was like, what collab? Don't know how we've done fastest lap. It's like... What collab on earth? Like, no. Like, I've seen, what's it, Andy Moore on TikTok, and he did a collab with, I can't remember the name of the woman. I think she's from football, like, football side of things. And that, like, immediately, because he's still apparently obsessed with her or something. And obviously they haven't spoken, obviously, since she just got a bit of clout off him. What are things you'd want to see in F1 25 My Team mode? It just needs a bit more depth and a bit more variety, I think. You know, they gotta add more features and things like that. I think money needs to have a more important factor in it. And just give us more customizable options as well. You know, custom calendars, things like that. There should be like a database editor and things. And just a bit more variety. I think that's the big problem with it at the moment. Allow drivers to move around earlier and things like that. I think the problem is it just feels too rigid at the moment on the F1 games. It doesn't feel like enough interesting stuff can happen. Unlike F1 Manager, which feels like every driver transfer window is turned up to 11. Which people kind of love. Right, can we try and get Alonso? He's going to try and go defensive on me. Back down in towards turn 1. This is for a podium. Let's not forget, as Alonso again does a Leclerc. That time we had to avoid him though, but I will send it across his nose through turn 2. He'll try and get the elbows out with me. I will return the favour. I had to avoid him, he had to avoid me. All is fair in love and war. And Williams are back into P3. This is good news. Oh, come on.
Okay, gap ahead, 7.8 seconds.
When was the last time Williams got back-to-back podiums in IRL F1 chat? 2004? 2003? It would, yeah, it's other things as well, like more tracks, things like that, which of course they can only do so much with the licensing. But if you can keep Portugal in the game after all these years, why can't we get a few other tracks as well? That would be cool. I think, what I'd like to see him as well do at some point, is I can't remember which MotoGP game it was, but they managed to get like an entire, like, I think it was like 2007 or something. They managed to get like an entire retro season in the game. That would be so cool. If we could do like F1 2010 or something like that. Or like the lost F1 2009 game. Or just something, anything like that would be so, so cool to see.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.1 seconds.
I mean, Albon's not that far behind me. He has got a pit again, but he's doing pretty well. I would love to see Alex get double points here. That'd be so good. Custom tracks, that would be terrible. This isn't Trackmania. Imagine how much of a buggy mess custom track builders would be. I replaced Lance at Aston. Immediately won a world title. See? I reckon that's what Aston Martin could do. But they're stuck with a rich kid and an old man now. Ugh. And say what you want, but Alonso cannot develop a car over a season. Oh, custom calendar, sorry. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you know, custom calendar definitely needs to come back in. Now, the fact that you can't even mod that in anymore because of EA's anti-cheat. We're actually having a good battle with Alonso here, but it's definitely costing us time to land, though. He's one of those Saubers in the points as well. Gotta be close. There we go. Alonso's just... He's taking my fastest lap.
Alonso's just put in the fastest lap of the race.
The problem is we're trying to make the F1 games like FIFA. There's not enough racing drivers. Like, I feel like an FIA game would be so cool. Like, you get all of the series and things like that. But it will just never happen. I really want an IndyCar game. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to mix it up and do some different games. Use F2 and F3. But yeah, you could get up to like 60 odd, 70 players and stuff. But, I mean, obviously the whole pool in F1 Manager is pretty cool. It's got like 90, I want to say. And obviously then, you know, regen drivers and things like that. But imagine if you could get like more random bits and pieces. It'd be so cool. And former drivers as well would be quite a funny one. Bring back Seb, bring back Mick, although Mick is in still technically, obviously, F1 manager-wise. It's just all those little bits and pieces that would be welcome. And you don't know whether it's kind of... I mean, with all of that, it's quite clear that they can be in the games, because obviously F1 Manager has them. But it's just laziness, it feels like, from coders. Once again, Alonso back down the inside. Oh, how aggressive does he want to go into turn 1? I'm going to return the favour again. Oh, no, that didn't work. Alonso said absolutely not that time. I'm just surprised we can't have Lucas Weber in the car anymore. It's little things like that that, you know, they were kind of a bit novelty, but at least they gave that game a little bit more to talk about. You know, it was a good idea in theory. I don't even think you can just blame EA for it, because it's still mainly the coders team that deal with most of it. Like, we can talk about the handling and things like that have been a bit altered, and obviously some of the transaction-ification that EA want to implement as well, but you know, at the end of the day, there's only so much kind of that they can be blamed for. There are loads of good ideas of what could be added to make the games better as well. Like, I'm hoping that obviously, because like we had, you know, the new revamped driver career mode in F1 2016, 17, 18, 19, and then my team came along for F1 2020. Obviously, we've had that now for 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm hoping that's going to mean for F1 2025 we get a big shake-up again. Because I think, ultimately, if it doesn't, it might genuinely mark the end of kind of like a mini golden era for the franchise. I think, obviously, some of that as well will depend on IRL Formula 1, but if they can't bring something new and exciting to the table for F1 25, then I think they are in big trouble. We kind of got the run there, so I had to go for it. We'll squeeze Alonso out on the exit of the corner again, but F1 World is so bad. And what annoys me with that still, I know I've said it before in videos, I remember when we went to a preview event, like I think it was 2 months before F1 22 came out, and they spent like 75% talking about F1 World, and we were all there kind of going, right, great. Sorry, we meant to care, kind of thing. You were just kind of going, who cares? No one is going to be interested in this. It's so grindy and bad. And we were all just there going, people play career mode. Make career mode better, or make league racing better. Fix online. Fix the bugs and the glitches. But no, you spent all of your time developing a terrible system that no one's going to want to play. Because, of course, if you buy the game late, then anyone that's playing F1 World is going to have a maxed out car. So this is going to be no fun whatsoever. It was such a stupid idea. And, like, if you get it wrong once, and then kind of can it, but the fact that kind of it's still so embedded in the game is terrible. And the fact that obviously they've been stripping away other features as well, and trying to wrap them into F1 World, and you're kind of just there going, no one's playing it. That's not going to change. Like, just get over it. It was a terrible idea. And pretty terribly executed as well. What would you want to see added to my team? It's a bit of a difficult one to really kind of say with any certainty. But, like we said, a bit of a database editor. The ability to kind of shake things up a bit more. Cash needs to definitely have more emphasis. And there needs to be kind of more... you know, a bit more randomness to it as well. You know, say you get to the end of a season and, like, you've saved a load of upgrades. What happens if suddenly, like, a load of them fail or something like that? Just something to mix it up a bit more. You know, and I think they've taken a good step with the kind of randomised, you know, the token options that you can do in this year's game. That has made career mode a bit better in that regard, but it's not a fix-all. Oh, we've got yellows. We've got yellows. Someone's breaking down. Who is that breaking down? I believe it's an Alpine. Could that be a safety car? Could that be a red flag? Yeah, Gasly out of the Grand Prix. I mean, that's in a pretty difficult part of the track, but I don't think we're going to get anything for it, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, looks like, yeah, that one unfortunately is going to amount to nothing there, which is a bit awkward, but 20 laps to go. That could have really spiced things up later in the afternoon here. I mean, these tyres are just not wearing. We're getting like a percent a lap out of these.
Clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Well, we seem to have broken away from Alonso as well, which I guess is good news. F1 2018 was such a good game. Like, that was a really good one as well.
Yellow flag.
Right, let's have a look then. Where is Gasly stranded? I mean, we're at 2/3 distance. We are getting there in this race. There he is. I mean, that should probably be a safety car, to be completely honest, but it's not. And we've just got to accept that.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 10.2 seconds.
Yeah, F1 22 was a good game. I need to do like a tier list ranking the F1 games. Because there have been some real gems in there as well. Like 2016 is another one that holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
The fact no game is able to match Drive. I've never played Drive Club. Apparently it trod too much on the toes of Gran Turismo, didn't it? It just kind of feels like generally racing games. They kind of went through such a boom period and then just none of them have really continued. They can't seem to capture what people want from it. It's really, really odd because even I don't really know kind of what the fix is. But it kind of feels like iRacing just corners the sim market. Forza Horizon just dominates the arcade market and no one else can really kind of find a footing anywhere anymore. It's really, really strange. And I wish we could kind of try and make sense of it. And like, someone will figure it out at some point. But until then, it's like, what can you really do? Like, it just feels like there's a golden key to F1 that just no one has quite figured out. The original F1 game on PlayStation is amazing for its time. This is the thing, like, some of the old F1 games really did try to innovate as well. Like, even F106, the amount of random and cool features that had in it as well was fantastic. Like, the thing is, there's still some things that the Cody's F1 games as well do really, really well still. Like, the career mode, we give it stick, it's pretty good. The AI, for the most part, are pretty good. The wet and dry transition, it's not perfect, but it's still better than most games have got. iRacing, I guess, now has kind of wiped the floor with it, but I'm excited for NASCAR 25 when that game launches. I want to see iRacing kind of get more into that side of things and start, you know, really putting pressure on it. Like, I reckon they could make such a good NASCAR and IndyCar game. That made me enjoy the F1 games more. I like to feel I still bring them a bit of a do. Like, by no means am I perfect with it, but I like to think, yeah, we do it slightly differently to a lot of other people. I feel like that's how we've kind of carved out our niche in the space. What we need on the Matt212 channel is a 2-and-2 test track where you can talk about a car or a brand and throw it around like Top Gear. That'd be pretty cool. I need to bring back Ring That Thing. That's what I need to do. I can't remember what car it was I found on. I think it was Race Department or something a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, that would have been fun for a Ring That Thing.
10.8 seconds.
Like, I do sometimes still chat. We're getting to that stage of the evening now where I'm just going to ramble on about random stuff. Like, I do start to sort of wonder, like, where kind of sim racing games is going in the future. And I'm like, could it be worth trying to branch towards, like, IRL a bit more? like doing kind of more like newsy type stuff. Like, I get that the race kind of dominates out on the F1 side of things, but like World Endurance or Rally, that kind of thing, I just don't know whether there's an audience there for it, but that could be quite fun. Hit the 2-2 ring on Assetto Corsa. I cannot mod or do anything like that to save my life. Who's your favourite to win the World Championship here? I still think it's going to be Max at the end of the day.
Keep that in mind as you approach.
You're more interactive than others. I appreciate it. Coach Jetta, thank you for the Prime, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Finally got a Prime so I can use it. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. First time chat as well. That's mad. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well, sir. Oh no, this is all the thing, right, when it comes to interaction and stuff. I know obviously I'm better on stream than I am on videos. But I'm kind of always there going, like, if it wasn't for you guys, like, there would be kind of no videos or no audience or anything like that. So I'm always kind of there going, I owe it to you guys to interact. Otherwise, why on earth would you stick around? That's a twerk for 100 subs. Hearing me. Well, it's not TikTok's been active on here for a while. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Oh, chat, get the ban hammers in. Boom. Not on you, coach, I should add. We love a good cheap view bot. We're almost at the end of this one. Matt buys viewers confirmed. Oh, absolutely. None of you are real. I'm just view botting constantly. I mean, I don't really know anymore whether I think I'd rather still see Lando win the world title over Max, to be honest. Just to kind of shake it up a bit, but I think Max is still going to win it, ultimately. I just don't think Lando's got what it takes. Well, times are starting to tumble towards the end of this one. I would be tempted to box to softs, but I don't think it's going to be worth it because we wouldn't close up to Alonso and Russell again. Unless we can get that gap up to like 10 seconds. Just kind of feels like everyone is spread out. I need another drink. Deary me, Bradson. Like, I know I've spoke obviously before about, you know, wanting to get video editor and things like that. And I felt like, obviously, we were on a really good trajectory to be in that situation. And then just as we kind of started getting close to it, obviously F1 is absolutely, you know, the viewership has nosedived over the last couple of years. So that's kind of obviously, like, I think if viewership was still where it was, and, like, we'd maintained the growth that we had, we'd probably be close to 200k subs now, and, like, views would probably be 2-3 times what they're at. And then I'd absolutely be able to have an editor. And that would obviously then up the content quality and things like that and allow me to spend more time doing this kind of thing. But I'm hoping that's where we'll be at some point in the future. Max did drive a really good race in Singapore. But yeah, that's kind of like, you know, I still kind of want to grow and expand and kind of, you know, in the future make this bigger than just me, if we can. Because I kind of feel like once we can get over that hump, and obviously get, you know, someone that's far better at editing videos than I am in. I mean, you know, someone to do like Twitch highlights and things like that from these streams. I feel like we could really kind of leap forward. Because I feel like that's still probably my weakest element of kind of the whole content creation, is just my editing. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a bad editor, but I'm certainly not that great either still. When Red Bull losing their chief strategist, do you think Lando will have a better chance now? There's a slight advantage. I don't think Red Bull will make strategy mistakes still this season. But you got to remember, he doesn't actually join McLaren until 2026. He's got gardening leave between now and then. But strategy is done a lot by numbers more than anything else. How on earth did I go purple, Sector 1? What on earth is happening? Oh, that's a warning. Pace is really coming together towards the end of this. Everybody seems to be getting quicker and quicker. Are we going to lap someone? I think we are. Fat Clap Cheeks. Such a good name. Such a good name. I love it. I mean, during the stream more than Lando's stream. First time viewer here. Hey, thank you very much, Scarface. I appreciate it. Oh no, we're losing power.
We're leading our teammate by 35.6 seconds.
I mean, if I pit now, I'd have to go like a second and a half faster a lap than Alonso and Russell. It doesn't seem impossible, but it also doesn't seem likely. I don't really want to risk it at this stage. We've only got like 12 laps to go though, and these tyres are hanging on really nicely. Since I've done most of this race as well, with admittedly only a small amount, but front wing damage, I'm pretty happy with how well the pace is held up. I got into F1 because of the Lando Shell streams in 2020. Hey, yeah, a lot of people did. They did a lot of good stuff for it. I know about Will Clapp in the NFL. It's a brilliant name. That Alpine's got really slowly. Obviously, we're playing F1 recently. Never had the racing games. Didn't like NASCAR, so didn't ever watch racing. It's all just a learning curve. I mean, there's a lot to learn, Coach Cheddar, but I feel like it's one of those things as well that unless you go on Twitter, you can kind of learn as much or as little as you like. I mean, the knowledge can go so deep. But it is... Motorsport generally is a great sport. I actually really like NASCAR, to be honest. I want to do more of it on iRacing again. But, I mean, people like to test me on my F1 knowledge mid-stream. We had quite a few good quizzes earlier on. So if you ever wanted to learn more about F1 or have any questions, this is a pretty safe space to ask. Come on, if we could get DRS off that Alpine at the right time, that'd be really handy. Oh, I like IndyCar as well. I haven't been able to watch as much in the second half of the year as I wanted to, but I do enjoy IndyCar. I don't think I'll be able to watch it next year, though, because I think Sky are going to lose the license, aren't they? Is it going to Fox, is it, or something else? I can't remember. But yeah, I don't think Sky are going to be able to air it in the UK, which is a bit sad. Right, Ocon is having an absolute stinker of an afternoon. I think we'll get the DRS on him here, though, which is good news. Try this in for the first time. But these things cost so much money. Ah, yeah. No, exchange rates as well and things like that. Absolutely screw some people. I couldn't comment too much on the Indian economy. I'm not quite sure how it's all panning out, but yeah, no, I imagine something like that in India is incredibly expensive. Right, come on, Ocon. You can get out of the way now, sir. Don't do what Stroll did to me in qualifying. Thank you. Wonderful. Come on, Apex, thank you. Glorious.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 12.5 seconds.
Hey, is it one of the F1 arcades, or is it somewhere else? Beard World Champion. I don't think it's going to happen this season in this series. I think Verstappen's just too quick, but with the consistency we've shown in the last couple of races, we could be a threat more and more often to get like a decent top points finish overall. I mean, we need Verstappen to like retire from like 6 Grand Prix or something wild. And I just don't think that's going to happen this season. But I'm pretty happy with the pace we've got early on. Safety car now would be interesting. We had a safety car really late in Shanghai, and that was quite good. But I don't think it's going to happen here, to be honest, looking at it. Everyone's pretty spread out at the moment. It really hasn't been a particularly eventful race, to be honest. It's been a good one, but just not a huge amount has gone on. Do seem to be running a little bit quicker, though, than a couple of the cars around me again. which I guess is good news. It's another new PB. I have permission to plug a league. Can do, I guess. Depends on the league. Come on, less than 10 laps left. We're almost at the finish line now. I'm actually genuinely pretty happy with how we've driven this race. Miami can often be quite a horrible track inside this game, especially in a worse car, but I remembered to sort the tyres out, which at the start, which was good. Yeah, the cars just felt pretty comfortable here. We've kind of carried on the pace that we had last time. Oh, that was bad. We'll just completely cut that then, apparently. Ugh! It helps when I'm looking where I'm going rather than reading chat. I don't think we got any damage from that, luckily. I didn't even read the question. I just see a lot of people saying Jackie Stewart.
And gap to the car in front, 12.5 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 37.5 seconds.
I would avoid trying to convert PC exclusive wheels to PlayStation or Xbox. They don't really work that well. Yeah, Stewart was champion in 69, 71, 73, wasn't he? He never won back-to-back world titles. Meant to be 87. PK. PK was world champion in 87. Yeah, G29's a good recommendation. Lando streams it live from the cockpit. I reckon we're not that far away from things like that being possible or being done. Like, obviously it happens in other racing series. Like, that'd be a great way to try to get more people into the sport. Is like a cockpit, like no commentary or anything, just cockpit cam. I know obviously you can on like Sky if you click the red button or something, but oh, why is Russell now suddenly flying? I'd rather you didn't. I've named him as my championship rival, and now suddenly Russell. What? What's happened? There's someone's binned it.
Okay, there's been an incident on track.
Oh my!
Loose debris. Fortunately, the marshal.
I don't know what the question was. I didn't see it.
Right.
What on earth has happened?
Change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
Softs to the end. Surely. 6 laps. There is a huge chance now. A huge opportunity here. Can we fight for the win? Come on. Let's do this thing. 5 red lights again. It's going to be lights out and away we go. Verstappen there. Pretty slow. I mean, he's got everything to lose now. But, oh, who's that having a look? That's Perez trying to go for it down at the first corner. Can we just keep up with Verstappen and Norris off this restart lap? That's going to be the first big question. Alonso's lost out. He's opted to restart on the medium. But, yeah, now we've got an opportunity here. Definitely over like 5 laps. We can try and keep up with Verstappen and Norris. It suddenly has made this race a bit spicy. That's what we like to hear and see and everything else. That is glorious. I mean, Verstappen, he absolutely deserves to win this one. As Perez now is going to try and fight me. Just cover him off into the braking zone. But if there's a chance for a win here, especially when there's gifted subs on the line, we have got to try and take it. I've got to really, really focus on these last few laps, though. I've got to try and find a way around Lando first. But is he going to be able to challenge Max as well? Is it going to be worth just sitting in P3? G923. I think is exactly the same as the G29. It's just the PlayStation equivalent. Or the G923 actually is the more updated version, I believe. Norris is already flashing. He's got no battery in that car. I mean, anybody could try and claim fastest lap now. Oh, Perez, he thought about it. We just weren't allowing it. We've got to make sure we stay in the range. I'm just trying to save a little bit of battery right now. Just trying to make sure we hang close. I can't believe, after we were kind of just packing down towards the end of this race, happy with the, you know, the run we'd had, but suddenly now, once again, a late safety car is going to really spice things up. I've gone and immediately lost the DRS, though. But I think Lando is going to be able to hassle Max. Maybe? He's not quite getting the run he would have wanted on him, as we've had to use most of our battery on this run. Is Lando Norris going to go for it? He has a look to the outside of Verstappen. They battle, well, they didn't really battle for the win, but Norris did take the win here in Miami IRL. Is he going to do the same thing in real life? As once again, an incident for another driver. Oh, how is that track limits? How is that track limits there? I don't understand. So we've got to be careful. I think we've only got one more. Oh, sorry, we've got no more of those now. Come on, get the run. We got DRS this time. That's good news. Yeah, no, so I think the G923 is just the more updated one. So it does come, yeah, with True Force. Right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 4 laps left of this Grand Prix. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris. New fast lap of the day. We were only a 10th out from claiming that for ourselves. The bonus point would be handy. If we can get the DRS this time around, I mean, we are risking it over the curbs. That was close. Oh! I love a bit of spice at the end of a Formula 1 race. Absolutely send it through those curbs. Come on, little car. Come on, little Williams. We've done pretty well up to this point. Oh, again have I lost the DRS. How do I keep losing it? I swear I was in 1 second that time around. We're going to be under pressure from Perez again. I can't afford to lose the spot, though. That's what I want to see again. Battles at the front. Both Red Bulls locked into duels. Oh, Lando up the inside through the hairpin. Surely he's going to make that one work. Verstappen will normally have to back out, but he doesn't. Verstappen, he does finally back out in the end. Oh, we almost clobbered the inside wall, but again, we'll get back inside the range. That is good news for us. It's what we need. And I think Perez, again, just loses out the gap as well. Come on. If these two can keep battling and we can just stay a bit closer, that would be perfect. As Verstappen, again, he does not want to lose this lead late on in the afternoon. Norris, he's always going to try and capitalise on opportunity. He's always going to bottle it as well, though. As Verstappen goes clean back around the outside. Norris, though, again, has got the DRS back into turn 1. 3 laps to go with the Miami Grand Prix. And suddenly, it is anybody's to play for. We got a 2nd place in Shanghai. Can we go one better here today? Can we get Williams' first win in over a decade of competition? At least, obviously, in this alternate universe. We did get a win on F1 23, I believe. Monaco and Kota, I want to say. But I would love to get another one as well here tonight. That time around, we're inside the DRS. That's good. We've got a little bit of defense now against Sergio. Especially, yeah, if these two can continue going side by side. Which, again, look at that. Verstappen pushing Norris towards the inside wall. They bang wheels down the end of the back straight. This time around, it's Verstappen on the inside, but you can see he's having to harvest energy. Will Lando be able to keep the car there? No, just backs out of that one. Shows Verstappen respect in the way Verstappen did to him just 1 lap prior. And now we are well and truly in this battle as well. Like I said, I just want to save a little bit more battery. No way if Norris wins this. He might well do it. He's once again going to get the run. I mean, both of them have got no battery. We haven't got a lot, though. Look at that. They're both having to save. As we go down the back straight, we haven't got a lot of battery, but my plan is just to try and save just that little bit more than either of them. And hopefully we can use it right at the end of this Grand Prix. 2 laps left here from Miami. I apologise that I'm not reading chat much at this stage, but I do not want to bottle this late on. I want to have a shot at the win. This might be the only shot at a win we get in this entire series. So we got to try and go for it here. We've got to give it everything on this final couple of laps. Miami has often been a fairly decent track for me. It's one that I've always felt fairly confident on. Oh, that's not good. Just get a little wash of understeer. We'll gather it up, though. Make sure we're still in that range. But again, I don't really want to use the battery unless I have to. Oh, Perez. There was not enough room there, sir. But he's going to get the run on me. So is, though, one of the... Is Alonso. We have to cover him off.
Make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I mean, we're definitely under more pressure from the cars behind them. We're able to apply to the two in front. But we cannot give up. Again, Norris inside that time round is actually the place to be for him. And he'll get back into the lead of the race once more there. But Verstappen, I mean, it could be anyone inside really your top 5. I mean, everyone is bunched up at the moment. There goes Verstappen again to the inside. But has he used too much battery to go for it? You can see again, they're both having to try and save. I want to try and get between them at this stage of the race. No! No! Oh, no, I can't believe it. Just a tiny bit of contact. And we've caused an absolute roadblock. It's too late for a safety car. 10 seconds. How is that a 10-second penalty? It's over. It's over. Any hope in this race is gone, surely. I mean, there's still actually quite a few cars having to pick themselves up. I cannot believe that. I mean, we still should hopefully come like P6. And loads of cars have had to pit, though. I don't know how many cars picked up front wing damage at the end of that one, but we have screwed ourselves. A fight for the win, gone. A podium, gone. Everything gone on the final lap of this race. The AI are slowly working their way back through. Albon clearly got front wing damage as well in that one, but I cannot believe it. On the last lap of the Miami Grand Prix, I think Norris has gone back through for the lead again. Got no idea who's going to win it out between those two. I mean, we've completely lost the car now. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe what we're seeing. Can we still beat Leclerc? Or whichever Ferrari that is? No! Not another one! 2 penalties inside the final 90 seconds of the Miami Grand Prix. I think Norris is going to take the win, though. I think Norris, they're still side by side at the front of the order. They're going to be neck and neck in towards the final corners. Verstappen's gone round him. I think Verstappen, despite all the pressure towards the end, he is still going to take the victory here in Miami. Max Verstappen back on top yet again in this series. But what looked to be the fight for the win, we're going to walk away with like P7. I cannot believe that.
And this man's at the front. Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag.
I cannot believe that. That might be the most painful race I do in F1 24. I'm trying to get the car going as well. I was trying to get out of the way. But just because other drivers collected each other means I get a penalty for it. That is gutting. 2.5 hours for Matt212. Typical action.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team.
I'm gutted. I'm so gutted with that. It's over.
Congratulations to everyone at the team.
I cannot believe that. I'm so gutted. Like, at the very least, we deserved a podium in that. There's no way Perez deserves a podium from that race. He was nowhere. Dive bombed it off the restart, got into P4, and then just sat behind me. It was just that tiny bit of contact with Lando that tipped the back end of the car round. We couldn't get out of the way quick enough, and we pay the price. 7th. I mean, to be fair, it could have been worse. Well, there we go then. The end of the Miami Grand Prix, and heartbreak, disappointment, and just a day of what could have been in the end. Max Verstappen takes the win ahead of Lando Norris there. Perez in P3 makes it a double Red Bull podium ahead of Hamilton, Alonso, Leclerc, myself. Hulkenberg, Bottas gets 2 points. And Daniel Ricciardo as well, rounding out your top 10. That 13 seconds worth of penalties absolutely cost us a decent result there. Luckily, the extra 3 seconds actually didn't make a difference in the end. We would have lost to Leclerc either way, but that would have been super close towards the finish line there. Further down the order, Zhou Guan Yu barely missed out as well. Who actually hasn't scored a point yet this year? inside this series. I think we haven't got many left there. It's just both Alpine, Zhou, and Magnussen who are yet to get a point on the board. I mean, we do pull away from Russell, who had an absolutely pointless weekend in the end there. Red Bull extend their lead at the top of the championship as well, ahead of Ferrari and McLaren there. As we do close it, and we don't really close it on Mercedes, but again, we extend the gap over Haas, VCarb, and Sauber there. And Alpine, still the only team yet to score. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula 1 returns ready in Imola? I'm pretty certain it's Imola. Smurf as well for the 4 subs. I appreciate it, buddy. I think that saved your wallet slightly there, right at the end of that one. But yeah, Turbo, Casper, Quirky Boy, and Blake all getting a gifted sub as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love seeing Bottas score. He just seems to be absolutely goated in this series as well there. But for everybody that just comes for the F1, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gutted with that. I'm going to have to try and finish the night off with a solid run through Solitaire as well. But that is so painful. So painful. I strongly dislike F124 in moments like that. Or more, I should more say that I strongly dislike myself in moments like that. But we've survived kind of the 2 sprint race chaotic ones early on in the year. So happy with that one. We will raid Lando if he's still streaming when we finish. And hopefully we'll claim lots of viewers from that one. But yeah, thank you to everyone that obviously is just interested on the F1 side of things. We'll be live F1 Manager hopefully on Thursday night, which should be good fun. Hey, welcome on in, Sebastian Kettleville. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But yeah, if you don't know what we do at the end of a stream, we always go and play some Solitaire. So hopefully I'm not going to bottle this one as badly. We had a bit of a rough run last night, didn't we? Through Solitaire, which was a bit of a shame. So I reckon tonight we're going to blitz it first time. An F1 stream without anything weird said. How bizarre. I cannot believe that. Oh, come on. I've got to remember where the hearts are, Matt. So yeah, if you didn't know, we try and do games of Solitaire whenever I finish playing F1. It's a good way to cool down and relax at the end of a long evening of hard-fought and bottled racing, if you me. But usually I'm not that good at Solitaire either. So it becomes equally painful pretty quickly. Right, we need a 9? That works, actually. Come on. I want to get this done first time. I want to blitz this. And then is Lando still live? If he is live, then we will go and raid him at the end of this one. You can go there, I guess. I mean, that's not been a bad start. We got room for another king, which would be good. That's good. That's what he needed. What's under each of you? There's a king there. Or we've got an ace there. Okay, we'll go with that. It's a nice way to relax unless it lasts 45 minutes. What was the requirements for a 24-hour Solitaire stream? I think we said it... I think we said a 12-hour Solitaire stream. Oh, no, 6 hours I want to say it was. I can't remember exactly. But I think that was 100 subs. Chat, this might actually be a decent run. I don't want to say it too soon, but there might be a shot here. This one's going pretty well up to this point. You can go there. You can't go anywhere. We need... What do I need? I need, like, the 2 to come out. Oh, no, we haven't... So there's the other king still. Ah, we might be in trouble almost immediately when I say that. Where's the 5 of hearts? There it is. Where's the 4 of spades? There's that as well. That's a shame. We can go like that, I guess. Go like that. Oh, and that. Wonderful. So that one might not be such a good move. There's the 5 of spades. 5 of spades is there. Can I do anything exciting? Actually, I can go like that, I guess, which works. Then you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. That brings you over to there. Chat, I think we've done this. 2 minutes! 2 minutes 23. We love it. Smashed that. Nailed it. First time. First time. Baby! Right. Is Lando Norris still live, chat? If he is, we'll go raid him. Tell him that Fat212 sent you. That was brilliant. Is Lando still live, chat? Can you tell me? I can't believe. I assume his Twitch name is just Lando Norris. Raid. Is Lando still live? Lando's still live. Is it just Lando Norris? No spaces or anything? Are we actually going to do this? But thank you everybody as always for stopping by. I do genuinely appreciate it. Well, I say that race was almost decent. We could have had 2 wins tonight. He's only got 15,000 viewers, bro. Fell off. Is he doing an oval race? What on earth is he doing? That seems rather peculiar. But yeah, thank you everybody so much. Like I said, back Thursday, F1 Manager. That should be good fun. But yeah, go tell him that Fat212 sent you. Apparently, you've got to follow Lando to be able to put a message.